Sweet. I'll be right back.
Put some pants on, Jez.
Put some pants on, Jez.
Hey, I don't tell you how to live your life on a Sunday.
Look, all right. Glory hole time is private time.
Hey, you know what? Glory be to God.
Oh my God.
I don't know what your Sunday's like, but
you know, when you hold your son against your chest and hold his butt, and then he completely loads up his diaper, and it feels like a lotion bottle emptying into. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He just
on that note.
And you know what?
I remember those days.
In here. It's stinky. It just got super stinky in here.
Okay.
It's a good thing it's not smell-o-vision.
all these details.
Smell-o-vision.
Be dropping bombs.
Right.
Oh, that wasn't a bomb. That was old school napalm explosion. And now he's not happy about it. He soiled himself and he's pissed.
No.
Did you
he's not
soil
pissed.
yourself and you're pissed?
He's not pissed. He's pooped.
He's pooped. Oh, you pooped, son. Oh, you pooped. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's such a cute kid. I might keep him a bit. He's good for spare parts.
Spare parts.
Little bone marrow, kidney, piece of liver, some stem cell tissue to regrow all my old broken parts. Huh, son? Huh? Yeah.
Keep them baby teeth. They're packed full of them stem cells.
Keep them all. Keep them all.
I'll be right back. I need a refill on my beer already.
Go for it. I can't hear you.
Alyssa said she could do 11 o'clock, so I'm going to do this.
Okay. That's fine. Vince is like so deep into his game right now. He's not even like acknowledging our existence.
He's watching porn.
No, because he'd make a lot of head movements and he would create a lot of like, I don't know, small dog noises at least. Oh, my son.
Hello?
Hi, my son. I know. Mom's gonna come get you in a minute.
Hello?
Ooh, very nice.
Very
Very nice.
Very
20
nice.
off the bat. I like
Keeps
that.
headbutting me. Quit headbutting me, son.
He's just paying you back for that time he was in the womb.
Yeah, that one time he was in the womb for like 9 months. Huh, buddy?
It's like you were knocking at my door, I knock at your door. How you like it, friend?
I could have lived without hearing that.
Callista goes, I could have lived without hearing that. Knock, knock, let me out.
All right.
Knocking on his door. Gummy bears, crouching here and there and everywhere. We are the gummy bears.
With party hats.
High adventure that's beyond compare.
I actually only remember like that one bit.
I know. I used to watch that show.
So did I. I just never memorized the damn freaking theme songs.
Oh, my family, we memorized songs.
I know. You have a very musical family.
Yeah.
They eat lots of beans.
Hey.
That's great. Hey.
Man, I hope gummy bears keep the freaking blue raspberry one. That's kind of delicious.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Hey, are my levels still good?
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Fucking perfect.
Bitty, bitty, bitty. Hey, Buck, let's go defeat the enemy forces, Buck. Bitty, 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 bitty.
It's a blast from the past.
And you know what remember the thing he would wear around his neck, the little doctor or whatever?
Dr. Theopolis.
Dr. Theopolis. Now that dude was basically a canteen. So it was an old school canteen with a big battery in it and a light switch that was automated. Like it was a radio controlled light. It was so funny. Oh my god! Every now and then I'll go on YouTube and watch one of those old shows like that. And
I loved Buck Rogers. That was one of my favorites.
It was Buck Rogers in the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, one of those centuries.
5th.
Was it the 25th century?
25th, yeah.
I only know this because of Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers. The Illudium Pew Space Modulator. We'll give it a few more minutes. Defiant Jewel, Vince, Grimolt, Omni, Catharn. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. The insanity that is our life. So Vince, what were you playing? Crusaders 3?
Lost Ark.
Oh, Lost Ark. Gotcha.
I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Everyone's playing Lost Ark. So
no, I think he said he was playing Crusaders 3. Of course, he's muted, so I don't know if he even knows that we can't hear him.
Asmongold's playing
Hello?
Lost Ark right now.
Hello?
No, I was playing Crusader Kings 3.
No, my recommended channels on Twitch, it's showing Asmongold playing Lost Ark.
It's a very fine game. It is at that.
So, when we popped in here, so we're gonna do that, yeah.
But now I'm curious about Phasmophobia because there's like 4 people playing that shit. What the fuck's Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia makes me yak.
In your pants?
No, I get motion sickness.
Phasmophobia. Oh, I did not mean Phasmophobia. I meant Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia. That's another one that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, like again on my Twitch, freaking recommended. Like 4 channels are currently playing it.
Well, I guess we will not be playing tonight with Absent Throne.
Yeah, I saw that. I guess there's a superb owl or some bullshit flying around, and it fucked with one of their travel plans.
All right. Well,
I just hope the Rams don't win because LA will riot.
Will they?
They riot every time one of our teams wins.
I didn't think it was the LA Rams. Is it still the LA Rams?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Fuck
like 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I had no idea. They'd come back. And you know what, folks?
Honestly, I'm just surprised when you come back and you haven't soiled your pants.
Oh my! Well, to be fair, my son just did, so that's accurate.
To be fair,
it's 30 seconds to play time. OMG, hi, happy Sunday. I know that, everybody's mostly interested in watching these super bowels. The super bowels. And you'll note, I should probably turn on name tags so you can see everybody. Because we got some new players. We got Defiant Jewel, Grimholt Hammerhand, goes by the name Lucky Beard, as you can tell by his beard. His full dwarven, massive engorged beard, whereas Gatharn plays a Gnorc with no beard.
I had a beard. It fell
Well,
off.
you took a lot of drugs and it fell out, didn't it?
Yes. Yes, it did.
So yeah, hey everybody, happy Sunday. Debtors Gambit coming at you. Normally we have the Absent Throne after this, but we're gonna take a hiatus. As at the last minute, it turns out that two of my super nerds in that group evidently actually watched the Super Bowls. I don't watch the Super Bowls, so yeah. So we'll probably do, I don't know what we'll do tonight. I may actually just kind of chill and do a creation session tonight and chat everybody up, because I've got a lot of creation stuff to do, because our schedule is Monday night, Pike's Promise, which is going to be another live in studio game. Our other live in studio game is Absent Throne, but they'll be taking the night off today because they'll be watching the Super Bowls. Which I don't know if Haley and Patrick are going or not. I might reach out to them and see what they're doing. See if I can get them to come hang out with me as well. Tuesday, Denizens and their Masters. Wednesday, we just wrapped up first season of The Descendants. Not sure what we're going to be doing with that. Thursday is Tales of the Lost, our Star Wars game. Not much going on right now for Fridays. Saturday afternoon, check us out over at the D&D Club. That's where we do the Grain Lands. And then Sunday, Debtors Gambit and Absent Throne. So, we got a little thing going on here from time to time. But Medi, played by Shannon, is going to take some time off. Her life got super busy as COVID restrictions are loosening, and California, fortunately, is a heavily vaccinated state. So a lot of the restrictions statewide, countywide are beginning to lift. People are beginning to go out and be a little bit more normal. And now everybody's lives are busy again. And so Shannon's going to take some time off. She may or may not come back. Don't know, but that's okay. We will figure that out as we go. Oh, there's my son. But we got a couple new folks joining us tonight. And we're going to start off with Brian from RPG & Co. Brian, go ahead and tell us who you're going to be playing tonight and for the foreseeable future.
I am going to be playing Grimold Hammerhand, known as Luckbeard. He is a mountain dwarf sorcerer from north in the Graying Wildlands, who finds himself on the Menagerie Coast. He is a tough guy. He actually is well. You'll see how he plays. I don't want to give too much away, but that's him.
Defiant Jewel. Some of you will recognize her as Arena / Fire / Mittens / Defiant Jewel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add another tag.
Defiant Jewel is actually the baby.
Right, he just agreed with you.
This is a whole Master Blaster situation here.
Baby
yeah. Look,
Baby Defiant, Mama's Jewel.
He actually looks like a chest burster.
Yeah, right now he does. And he's
It's like that
still
mutant
very
from
fussy.
Total Recall.
Quato.
Quato.
Oh, I did not need that picture in my head.
Arnold, come here, Arnold. I need to speak with you.
I was thinking about turning him around, but now I can't. No, I can't. No.
Now I'm thinking of like vestigial Peter.
It's either that or it's like the one from Hellboy where, it's like, I'm not a baby, I'm a tumor.
I forgot about that one.
Oh, he's gonna be fussy. He's gonna be great. So I am.
You're talking smack about me, I can tell.
Yeah. No, I think he's just getting warm.
There's that too.
Just getting warmed up. He's doing his vocal exercises.
Kidding. Yeah. So I play Defiant Jewel, and I'm a Tabaxi. And did we go through he didn't say what he was playing, so I'm not going to say what I'm playing.
No, he did. He's a sorcerer.
Well, I did. I
Yeah,
just didn't
did
give
he?
much background.
Okay, fine. I'm playing a
50
cleric.
bucks, it's a cleric.
Big surprise.
Big surprise. It's a
See?
Betsy cleric.
Big surprise. Back to cleric. But this time I decided to try my hand at a war cleric. I have never played a war cleric before. So
Her
What?
god's
You're
an
a
evil god.
tabaxi? No way.
I'm a tabaxi. I know. They came out with tabaxi cat people, and I can't.
She's
do
never
another
gone
one.
back.
I have not
It's
gone
a
back.
constant race forward.
Arena was
This
already
one,
Arena,
however, is
so she
allergic to
couldn't
the color purple.
turn her over. Oh no.
Maybe next time I'll play a gnome.
So, the Debtors Gambit.
Wait, you played one in Monday's game.
Arena was not a gnome. She was a halfling.
It's better than being a Gnorc, because they are just a goblin
With rage issues.
with rage issues and drug addiction problems.
Oh, no, there's no problem.
There's no problem with my drug addiction. It works out just fine.
I'm not an
So,
addict. They go to meetings.
Yep.
Debtors Gambit began some time ago with the rescue of a handful of individuals. That rescue leading the team to the Revels, or the Revelry, a secret celebration that takes place by a guild master that goes by the name of Tharivol. Tharivol uses this opportunity to groom and handpick those captains he deems worthy of the prime contracts and prime selection from within all of the guilds. However, with the recent death of his brother, Trinity, Thorvald has taken on a kind of more nefarious approach to solving his problem related to the Clovis Conclave. As far as Thorvald's concerned, the Menagerie Coast can starve to death. The family of the Zehefe can go and fuck themselves, as he began to unfurl his plan. This plan, although didn't really codify till the near conclusion of the time that the team were within the Revels, somehow Thorvald has convinced all of the guilds to follow him. All of the guilds have withdrawn from the Clovis Conclave. All of the guilds have now become privateers. And because they've become privateers, they've been hired out to the highest bidder, Thorvald. Although there is now the concern that whatever Thorvald was, is, or is becoming, may have a little bit more of a nefarious backdrop to it. With Thorvald's recent disappearance, or his own kind of cultivated murder scene, the team then fled the Revels and made their way to the Earl Bay, where they had a conversation with the Hawk and a handful of others in regards to what to do next. Thorvald had dispatched all of the privateer fleets across the Lucidian Sea and seems to have some secret plan in mind that he plans on maybe orchestrating or organizing some kind of either revolt or taking the opportunity to do something against the Clovis Conclave. But Omni, captain of the... What's the name of your ship these days? Because you guys keep changing it on me.
Storm's Eye.
Storm's Eye, that's right. Because it used to be the Whispering Eye. Giggity, giggity. The captain of the sloop, known as the Storm's Eye, while escaping Earl Bay, they decided to basically make out on their own, leaving the Hawk and the small fleet behind, not choosing to pick Thorvald's side or any side in particular. The team has been adrift and has made the decision to either retrofit or possibly pick up a new ship, and have been gradually making their way towards Nicodranus. Recently, coming across a derelict wreckage, there seems to be something out on the open sea that is either hunting relics or hunting vessels for the purposes of acquiring things that they have. Now, the team took some time to also scry on a remnant piece of the relic that was taken from this wreckage, and the visage known as Thorvald seems to be alive. This version of him seems to be alive. And possibly we're in pursuit of them as well as they begin to flee the scene of the wreckage. Something definitely nefarious. Origin of possibly undead or fiends were involved in the taking of that crew. But the overall slaughter of the crew on that ship convinced our team of the Storm's Eye to think twice and head out and away from what they believe to be a pursuing ship that might actually be one of the versions of Tharivol himself. And I believe where we last left off, the Storm's Eye has come upon a massive wreckage of ships. Dozens of ships just strewn all about the open sea. We're currently about 3, maybe 4 days away from reaching Nicodranus Harbor. And we're going to start with Grimholt and Defiant Jewel first. For Grimholt and Defiant, when you were on the ship called the Lusty Wench, it had become a privateer's ship. You had joined Thorvald's fleet. Captain Aquinas was one of those that had sided with Tharivol and made the decision to drop the guild merchant moniker, lose the vestige of the flag, and fly under the privateer contract that was agreed with Tharivol. Unfortunately, this small fleet of privateers met up with a small fleet of the Clovis Conclave. The battle ensued for the better part of the evening, but some point within the middle of this battle between the 24 ships that were hammering out at each other, doing their best to destroy each other, a lone ship, a massive warship, appeared on the horizon, covered in the vestigials of undead moniker, skeletons, fiends, and creatures of all manner, just squirming over the surface of the vessel, taking on the guise of an undead ship. And the last thing the two of you remember seeing before this thing unleashed its power upon these two small fleets battling out was an emblazoned name across the hull, just rife with coral and muscle, and as if this ship has been drifting for centuries. The name Leviathan written on the side of it. And then all hell broke loose. The fleets that were fighting each other were destroyed. The last thing the two of you remember was going into the water with remnants of the crew. Both you and Defiant Jewel currently sit on a piece of flotsam and wreckage within the fleet. All around you, destroyed ships. All around you, open space, open water. However, off in the distance, maybe a mile on the horizon, you can see the beginnings of a small sail, and it's getting closer.
Okay. Did you decide whether I could have my pet or not?
Yeah, if you want to, you can have your soggy wet. This is going to sound horrible. Your soggy wet pussycat.
My soggy wet pussycat. Okay. So
No comment.
sitting there, in there with us is it's a lynx.
And I'd say
Okay.
it's curled up at your feet. The two of you are kind of floating on this wreckage, all strewn around you as the remnants of the two fleets. Not a single soul can be seen. There's either floating bodies in the water or eviscerated and strewn body parts, kind of like cast all about in different positions and locations of the floating wreckage. For the most part, it's just the two of you and your lynx. You guys are kind of on this like piece of floating debris, watching as a ship is getting closer.
As body parts are floating by, do any of them have like anything on them that is it just like purely meat, or is there stuff on them too?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
as you glance into the water.
I assume we know each other?
Yeah, from being crewed on the vessel.
Okay.
Oh, balls. No. My perception is 8.
8. Mostly it's detritus
It's
remains
disgusting.
of body parts, of meat, tissue, muscle, and bone. Nothing.
Gross.
Yeah, nothing strikes your fancy.
Yeah, gross. Okay. Hey, I see sails.
I wonder if there's more of the fleet or something else. I don't know if we should signal for rescue or wait to see who it is.
Well, if we don't signal for rescue and nobody else comes, we're dead. If we signal for rescue and they're bad, we're dead. Either way, we're dead. One might be more painful.
Do you want to be dead from starvation or dead from fight?
I'd rather be dead from fight.
Alright, I agree with this. I take out my wand of pyrotechnics and send up a small firework. It only shoots up about 60 feet, and it's about as bright as a torchlight. And it's
pretty.
And a crack that can be heard from 300 feet away. This I'll do like every 10 minutes to try to use it as a signal flare, hoping that they can eventually see it when they get close enough. So that
Omni, from your current position on the Storm's Eye, Nala has nudged your elbow a bit and pointed towards the center of the wreckage, and you can see an arc of light shoot up from the center point of the wreckage.
I'll bring it to Gatharn's attention and see if he can charter a path through the wreckage to it.
Gatharn, you're staring off the bow to see where that arc of light comes up. Captain Omni points it out. Give me your survival check as you begin to head up towards the helm's deck.
Can I give him advantage by going to the front of the ship and kind of
I'm
yelling
okay
it
with
back
that.
to him?
Yeah, that works.
Survival, 21.
Yep. 21, nice. Oh, I forgot I didn't do that one. That's unfortunate. That's right. No one likes to look at Brandon anyways.
Hey, I like to look at Brandon.
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
It's the beard.
It's the beard.
I want to braid his beard into my...
Most...
Nope. Stop.
Can I finish my thought or no?
Nope.
No.
Moving along.
Well,
Jason, you were saying.
especially since you're daytime Jin, because that's just gross. Daytime Jin is way more playful.
Imagine getting that call. 911, what's the purpose of your
What's the emergency?
I can't get my lover's mouth off of me. Why not? He's braided into my...
Whoa! I could have lived without that.
But now I'll live with you forever.
In my brain. Dang.
Hey, Brian.
New trend on TikTok.
Yeah,
braid your beard into your lover's ball hair.
No.
Been there, done that.
Been there. All the things.
Jason, I sent you a message.
You did? In Discord?
Yes.
Yes, it's saying, I want to leave this group. What the hell did you rope me
Why did
into?
you invite me into this?
I think the group was fine when there was just the 3 of them clowns. I could see why Shannon left.
Yes, that's very doable. You can do that. We'll say that he is currently wearing a collar that allows you to reduce and enlarge him.
Sweet.
Can I also get this collar?
What exactly do you want to put it on?
Yeah, just like a. Can I make it just like a black elastic ring?
Sebastian does not think that's amusing.
So, Gatharn, as you begin to plot a course, Omni's kind of like directing you with his hand out, pointed. Some of the other crew are beginning to point and kind of ease the tack of the vessel in and out of the wreckage. most of the wreckage as you get closer and closer. And within, it takes about 20 minutes to kind of navigate your way through. And the arc just gets higher and closer as every now and then goes up. You're drifting through the detritus and debris of this of the sea around you. And there, Omni, since you're at the very prow of the ship up front, you can see where a dwarf and a tabaxi seem to be on a piece of wreckage. There's a small lynx or cat kind of standing between the two of them. And you can see that the dwarf is holding up a wand and a bit of light comes out of it. They're about 1,000 feet off to your right.
Oh, okay.
When do you know Callista did not have a pet?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, of course, there's a familiar.
Hello. I have to have a pet. Hello.
She currently has one strapped to her chest.
I don't think that's a pet. I think that's a parasite.
Can they see us?
Parasite.
Can they see us from 1,000 feet away?
Grimholt and Defiant, go ahead and give me perception checks as the ship is getting bigger and closer. I would
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Shit,
Well.
but
First roll of the game suck.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Okay. Defiant.
I got an 11.
The only thing the two of you notice, it's not a ship of the line. It is neither a major merchant vessel or a naval vessel. It's too small to be either of those, but other than that, you don't see much. It's getting closer and closer. At some point, it begins to tack in and out of the wreckage that's kind of floating on the surface of the sea. You can see there are like small forms of people kind of like moving across the cruise deck. It's getting closer at this point. Omni, no response so far from them, other than the arc of light and kind of signal of distress coming from the dwarf.
I will shoot up a firebolt.
Okay.
Just up into the air.
Are you shooting it at us? Ow. Shooting.
You're like 1,000 feet away. It's only 100.
Returning fire.
It's just
They're distracted because every time the dwarf
just
shoots
falls
off a
into the water.
pyrotechnic, the cat's like, I catch light demon.
Catch light demon.
Just the tabaxi, not the small one. You know, just the tabaxi's like, woo, light demon.
Within a few minutes, the firebolt is recognized. Grimholt, now you can begin to see the surface of the ship between you and Defiant. You could tell that it's a busy crew. It's a small sloop. You could see emblazoned on the front of the bow. The Storm's Eye seems to be the name of the vessel. It's now drifting in closer and closer. Omni, Jin, and Gatharn, give me perception checks as you get a little bit closer into the wreckage.
Well, Storm's Eye. Is that one that you're familiar with?
9.
No,
Natural
Me
20.
neither.
I've not heard of this boat before.
So 25.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
9.
9.
What do you see with your Nork eyes?
You notice that in between where they are and where the Storm's Eye is beginning to kind of coast into the wreckage, the water begins to boil and froth. You watch as one massive tentacle comes up, then another massive tentacle comes up as well. And you can see the beak of this creature begin to emerge. I need everybody to roll for initiative, please.
What the heck?
Oh, of course.
I still have my hammer with me from last session because I never got a chance to put it away.
My
you were allowed a chance to put it away? That's impressive.
my weapon comes out my butt, my prison wallet.
Yeah, right at the prison wallet. It's
18.
Natural poison damage.
Not what I want.
You got tetanus.
So let's put the backseat in
Our
the
ship real
appropriate
square.
spot. Well, you know what?
It's
It
more of
looks
an
like it's
arc.
been built out of Legos.
More of an arc than a square, than a ship.
Well, considering the quality of your crew, it probably has been built out of Legos.
No, it's not even Legos.
That's
It's
a gin
mega
masterpiece
blocks.
right
Hey,
there.
how dare you?
That's
How
mega
dare you?
blocks.
Our crew is fantastic.
That's a gin masterpiece right there.
That's true. Jenga.
Tenga.
He's
Jin's
a
like,
master.
I'm a actual carpenter. I'm not a shipwright. What the fuck, yo?
Well,
Can make you a
technically,
table
I'm
and
actually a
chair.
shipwright.
So let me put everybody where they should be. I'm gonna put Vince like right there. Gatharin's up on the helm's deck, so I'll put him up on the helm's deck. Put Omni.
He's so little.
I know you can barely see him. Well,
And
he
yet
is a Gnorc.
I'm the
He
one
is a
that saw the
Gnorc.
freaking thing. It's because I was at a higher vantage point.
But yeah, there's always that, right? That higher vantage point that does exist. That does exist as a thing. So go ahead and put your initiative and your name tag so I can sort you accordingly.
Oh, in the chat?
Mm-hmm. Well, not in the chat. Your
Where?
name tag, Gin and Juice.
Oh, in my name tag.
Put it in front of your name so I can
front of?
organize you.
What is this technology? Oh,
Well,
get
you know,
this.
if you've got a long name, in front would be more helpful. Fucking Gatharn.
Now, Jin's got a 31.
What?
I rolled 17. I got plus
Jesus
14 initiative.
Christ.
I rolled a 17 as well, but I got a plus 4.
Oh my god, that's freaking hysterical. Look at those rolls. Yeah, it's really
I
gonna
think
be
that mine
really.
would be 21 as well.
It's gonna be really easy for me to go because I go last this time.
I'm mad.
So, Jen, as
Yeah.
the ship begins to cruise into the wreckage, you just watch this beast begin to like kind of emerge through the water. What do you
Oh,
want
no.
to do? You're
Not-
up, and
not again.
Gatharn is on deck.
No, not again. I'll cast Summon Draconic Spirit.
Okay. Brings the spirit into existence.
Where
Where would you like it to go?
Right by the Kraken.
All right.
A lightningy one, if you got it.
Not really, but you know, I'm going to make something a little bit interesting out of the one that I do have.
Yeah.
So I can always make it a little bit smaller, so that at least.
Change it to blue though. I don't want a green one. Green's ugly.
Yeah, the colors still don't work yet.
What
Either that or I have. Well, I
color.
mean, the base color, yeah, but that's just the base.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
not
change it to blue,
the.
fool.
It's not the color. Of
Rename it
the-
too.
You know what? You just stop.
You're
For
showing
that,
me all
you're
these
gonna
options.
get like a freaking mouse.
And you're putting it near the main body of the creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yum 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 yum.
It's gonna eat me.
Okay, so I'm in the middle of the ship, correct?
You're right in the middle.
Calista,
I'll
you're talking
try to
about
get to
the
the side,
Kraken
and
or
then I'll
Sebastian?
land on top of the water with my ring of water walking. Just and that's probably all my movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put you right about there.
How far am I away from the two people overboard?
You're probably in need of a measuring tool.
Ooh. Oh my lord.
You're about 100 feet.
100 feet. Let me see how far I can get my tentacle.
Giggity.
Not the only
That's
fucker
so
that can
wrong.
summon tentacles.
About to
Hentai
get
on
hentai
hentai.
party.
Yeah. All right, I'll
Hentai.
summon a. I'll summon a tentacle with my bonus action 40 feet short of them.
Okay. Put it like right about there. We'll make it a little bit more an appropriate size. Itty
the
bitty
color.
tentacle, because we know Vince.
Change the color. Make it yellow. Make it a yellow tentacle.
Okay, thanks.
Oh my god, I love this tool. This tool is so much fun.
Giggity.
We'll make it normal size. There you go.
Base
And we'll-
color.
And we'll give it a fly ability. That way it's easier for me to see.
Okay. Then I'll end my turn, and then it will be my dragon's turn.
Okay. Your dragon
Uh,
spirit.
Yeah. It's just
Go for
gonna it's gonna attack twice and do a breath weapon.
Go for it.
Okay. First one is a 22.
22 will just hit.
Oh, good luck, guys. We might have to and a 22 again.
All right, nice. 2 hits.
All right.
Roll for damage.
1d6 plus 4. Okay, 1d6 plus 9. 15 points, 11 points, 26 points for his multi attack, and then the breath weapon is going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It has gargantuan features, so it will have disadvantage. And I rolled double 16s. 16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, you little shit. Take half damage. 1 point. 1 point of lightning damage.
And what was your other damage? 26?
Yeah. Slashing? Piercing. Piercing. damage.
There's good to know. All right, with
And
that.
that
So
is
for
the-
Defiant and Grimald, you watch as the ship crews in. You watch as this vaporous, arcane-looking dragon form just comes into existence. It begins to attack the squid-like creature that's surfacing up and through the water. You can see some larger tentacles in the perimeter, and then a strange kind of floating small tentacle. And then you watch as this individual just kind of on the edge of the ship just steps out and lands and begins to kind of hover right above the water. That'll finish your turn, Jin. Gatharn, you are up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the ballista.
Okay. Let's see. You have one on the prow and one on the bow, right?
I think they're
Yeah.
both at their midships on the side. Port
You
and
are
starboard.
Yeah.
correct. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick because I thought they were midship on either side. I just could not remember for sure when I made this. So that'll put you right there on the ballista. It is ready to go. It's always loaded.
All right. I grab onto the missile shaft and tell someone to shoot me at it.
Bonus action persuasion Nala, who's nearby.
That's an 18, so 17.
Literally comes racing over as you grab onto it. He just like, no fucking problem. Pulls on the release as you are holding on to it. Give me an athletics check. I'm gonna roll for her D20 or his D20.
Bonsai, bitches. Athletics, that is... Oh, I get advantage on athletics. Just in case. 26.
26. For Defiant and Grimholt, you now watch as a small, maybe a goblin, hard to tell, is flung into the air holding on to the ballista, and the huge ballista slams into the creature. And hanging on to it, you can just see this little green fellow stuck to it.
With a massive hammer.
Yeah, not the kind you think. Just kind of holding on to the ballista as it slams into the creature. Go ahead and roll damage, Gatharn, since you are on the ballista. Give it an extra D4 because of your weight.
What's the ballista do?
3D6.
Okay. I can math, I swear. 9 plus 7?
16.
16.
16 points of piercing. That will finish your turn, Gatharn. Grimholt, you are up with Omni on deck.
Okay, well, this day so far is not going very well, so I have my warhammer in my right hand clutched, but my left hand I grip a small amulet on my chest, is iron hammer with a gem in it, is my arcane focus. And I point my hammer, the real one, at the creature, and I cast chromatic orb at 3rd level.
Nice. Save on that one.
It is a 2-hit roll.
Oh, that's right. How many chromatic orb? 2, 3?
Third level.
Okay.
It's one big one, and
one
it just does
big
more
one.
damage.
It is a 19 to hit.
19 will miss. You watch as the first orb just ricochets off the surface of the creature.
Okay, I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to reroll that. That one also missed. Now, for Tides of Chaos, it's obviously your call, but if it's all the same to you, I would roll constantly to refresh that on the wild magic chart.
Give me a D12, please.
All right.
Uh-oh.
11.
11.
Fuck, that is a fire bloom.
It is. If we're using the same wild magic chart, it is.
Yes,
But I assume that I cannot use Tides of Chaos again on the same turn.
correct.
Okay.
So with that, all of you watch is where the dwarf is currently standing alongside Defiant Jewel, a huge 30-foot expanse of flame just blossoms out from where they're standing.
Bad vibes. Bad vibes.
That's my move.
That is a 5d6 of damage. Defiant, give me a dex save, please, for you and your links.
Ow. Well, I got a 17.
Okay, that will save.
Do you want me to roll the damage?
Yeah, 5d6.
Okay, and then my links gets a 15.
15 will not
You're gonna
save.
kill my cat.
It's
kill my
14 points of fire damage.
So 14 points of fire damage.
And as I cast this, I generally have like a even keeled demeanor, but when I cast, like there's this like insane light, in my eyes and this look on my face of like kind of this manic feel. And as the spell fails and turns into this big ball of flame, I'm kind of patting out the burning embers in my beard.
Nice. Let me check one thing here really quick. Nope, does not hit them, so you're good. That will finish your turn. Omni, you are up with Defiant Jewel on deck. And you just watched as a familiar effect just happened out in the middle of the wreckage. This bloom of flame coming out to about the 30-foot radius level and then dying down. And you can see a dwarf patting out his beard that's currently on fire and putting it out with a very frustrated look on their face.
Ah, yes, wild magic. Good times. All right. Golly.
Golly gee, Mr. Beaver.
My goodness. Can I yell out orders to everybody on ship?
Absolutely.
Okay. I would like. Let's see. Was Nala? Nala was navigator, right?
Nala's currently at the ballista.
Oh, Nala's at the ballista. Okay, so who's helming the ship?
So let's put your crew in their places.
That was me.
You just jumped onto a fucking ballista and got hurled at the beast. You are
Yes,
no
but
longer helming the ship.
No.
Nala and Brackish, Nala and Brackish are at the ballista.
Okay.
We will say that the twins are nearby. Where shall we put? Don't have hobgoblins yet, but I will use. You need a Labash, right?
We need a Labash. We need a Crooked Face.
And a Clarg.
Bragash is Stitches.
Be right back.
Grommet.
Yep.
Or no.
There's Grommet. You got the twins. You got Grommet. You got Nala, Brackish. You've got Labash. You've got Crooked Face, and then you need Stitches, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Stitches is Bragash.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just the bugbear, right?
Correct.
Correct.
And then Wendy and Tanya, you already had up there.
Okay. They don't have a bugbear yet? That's unfortunate. That's fine. I'll use the Minotaur just because it's big and furry. Okay, so your crew is all on deck. What do you want them to do? Currently, I would say Nala and Brackish
are manning a ballista.
Yeah, they just fired Gatharn at the creature.
Okay. Can Brackish man the ballista by himself? Because I would like Nala to get back to the helm and just kind of like circle the area so that the ship stays in motion.
He will use his full action and his move to make it up to the helm. Brackish is going to stay on the ballista.
Perfect. I'll yell to Wendy to bring the storm down on this creature. Call lightning. Tanya is a rogue, so I'm going to see if she has some range capabilities.
They all missed.
We collected a bunch of rifles and pistols from the ships.
Okay.
I think we had, what was it? 15 rifles and 12 pistols. So
Correct.
I'll see if you can shoot some of that from a distance. The only one I really don't have a job for would be Grommet, but I would like Bragash or Stitches to... we have one of those hand cannons. I'd like him to man that.
Okay.
And I think Labash was could be on the other ballista.
It would be on the opposite side of the ship, however.
Oh, okay.
It's mounted. They're both mounted so that they have a clear firing point on either side.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll have Labash use the hand cannon instead of Stitches because Stitches doesn't have as much fighting experience.
Okay.
And he faints when he sees blood, so
that's true. He does.
Let's have Stitch and Grommet kind of just keep an eye on the ship and be extra hands if somebody needs extra shot or more ballista bolts. They can run around and do that.
So with that, you watch as a series of chain lightning comes out, slashes across the water and down into the body of the creature, doing 16 points of damage. You watch as a couple gunpowder shots go off, and you watch as ricochet rounds kind of like don't penetrate the surface of the creature. And then your orders get everybody else kind of running in different directions. So your action was to give orders to crew. You still have your bonus action and your move. You're muted.
Does utilizing an object like a ring, is that require a bonus action?
Are you attuned to it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'll engage the Ring of Fly.
Okay.
And
where are you going?
Moving towards the Kraken.
Okay. Always, they got to fix that. Like I can move you,
but then it drops. Yeah.
And then I have to initiate fly. As soon as there's like an edge or something, for some reason it doesn't like that very much.
It wants to keep the
What's
gravity.
your fly speed?
30? On the it didn't say. You didn't say on the ring. But my
it's your normal movement. So yeah.
Oh, normal movement.
Well,
speed,
no, it's 60 because it's like a spell, fly speed spell. So it's 60 feet. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
that will put you right about
head in that
there.
direction.
Yep, they'll put you right about there. That will finish your turn. Defiant, you are up, and then the creature is on deck.
Is my cat on fire?
No, Fire Bloom does not do that. It's just a burst of flame that goes out.
Okay, just making sure.
It is bald now, though.
Easy
No,
there,
it's just
Brandon.
a little singed. Thank you.
It was
Just
a
a
bald.
little-
It was a bald kitty
just-
joke.
Just a little singed.
I'm a little
All right,
surprised that you didn't catch that one.
I didn't hear what you said.
That your kitty's bald.
Good. Nope. Damn it. I just. we were so right
Rude.
there, ready to move on. And
Not the case. Not the case. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I am going to cast guiding bolt.
Go for it.
And I am going to hit the creature with guiding bolt. Well, I'm gonna
By end of campaign, we all speak in the Russian
I was gonna say,
accent.
Brian, you started this. This is your fault.
Because
We're gonna
Grimhold's
have an
accent
entirely
is so
Russian-
catching.
And
Entirely
I
group of
finally rolled
poor
something
Russian
not
accents and
shitty.
yours.
What'd you
Yours is
get
great.
there,
I got-
Defiant?
Natty 20 for 26.
Nice. So times 2 or twice the dice, your choice.
Twice the dice. 5d6. Right? Yes. 3. Not 66. 5d6. Oh man, that's a lot of 2s. 6. 12. 12 times 2 is 24.
Yes, it is.
24 points of damage.
And it is currently lit up like a Christmas tree. You watch
And
as the
it is
guiding
lit.
bolt works over and slams into it and starts glittering and glowing with arcane light.
So the next person that hits it has advantage. My cat's just gonna stay here, and
Okay.
I don't have any. I don't think I have any cantrips that are bonus actions. No, I do not. So, I'm going to give Lucky a dirty look for lighting us on fire, and stay where I'm at.
Not quite a lynx, but at least we know where it's at.
And
All
that's
right.
me. That's my turn.
That'll finish your turn. The creature is up. The first tentacle is going to move and strike at you, Defiant. The
Ow.
second tentacle is going to move and strike at the dragon spirit. And this creature is going to turn on the dragon spirit as well. And this tentacle is going to come over to there. All right. So first one at you, Defiant. That is a 17 plus 6, 23.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, that hits.
That's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Second tentacle on the dragon spirit. That is an 18.
No.
That'll miss. The third tentacle's not in range. However, the creature will attempt
No,
to
that's-
bite the dragon spirit.
But why? It's just a
That
spell.
is a 18 plus 5, 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 10 points of piercing damage from the bite effect. That will finish the creature's turn. We're at round 2. Top of round 2. Jin, you are up with Gathard on deck.
With advantage.
With advantage.
I'll sink a little bit, and so I can swim because I swim faster than I can walk for some weird reason, and I'll swim 40 feet towards them.
Okay. Drive out there.
Cool. Then I will move my tentacle 30 feet towards the new people.
Put it right about there.
Oh, cool. Now my question is, I guess, can I attack the tentacles?
Yeah,
should I just keep-
absolutely.
All right, my tentacle will slap the other tentacle.
So the two
With my
tentacles are going
bonus
to
action.
cross each other?
Yeah, tentacle on tentacle. This is what you wanted, Jason. I can
Oh
see
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, this is I'm recording this purposely for hentai purposes.
21 to hit the tentacle.
The tentacles, that will hit the tentacle. 21 hits.
Notice me, senpai.
That's not bad. 12 points of cold damage.
Nice. The two tentacles cross, intertwine with each other. There's a moment
we
of
don't-
passion, and
we
as
don't
they
need
come,
this, though.
there's just
We can
you
just
watch
move
as
on.
this frosty like kind of vapor spews out the top.
It's sushi love.
The
know, in
tentacle
Japan, that's a
actually, after
premium.
being attacked, the tentacle withers a little bit.
Oh,
It spent its shot.
let's see what its refractory period is.
We hear the mouth go.
I will cast Eldritch Blast twice at the.
I'm pretty sure its
Kraken
refraction period is 6 seconds.
Its
That's
reflection period is 6 seconds.
thing.
Hey,
28
Johnny Reed, thank you for
to
the
hit.
follow. Appreciate it.
28 to hit the Kraken,
That'll definitely hit the crack.
and then 23 to hit the Kraken. Yeah, 23 to hit the
Yep,
Kraken.
you hit the crack twice.
Joy.
Good aim.
MVP over here. What is that? 9 points of damage and 13 points of damage.
Nice. Look at you.
And then when I end my turn, it's the Draconic Spirit. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. That's gonna miss, I think. You said 22 is his AC, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that the first one's gonna miss.
Okay.
Second one's gonna miss, and then I just need a DC save from you.
What do you need? Dex?
Yeah.
That is, well, it's disadvantage. That's a natural 20 and a 6, so it's going to fail.
Yeah, eat some lightning.
You guys remembered that it was glowing, right? When you
Yeah,
hit
that
the
first attack
second?
would have had advantage. But
It
I think
wasn't
you
a
hit
nat
with
20.
the first attack, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't a nat 20 when I rolled again, so
That's right.
thank you,
Okay.
though.
Yep.
7 points of lightning damage.
7 points of lightning damage. All right.
And that's it for me.
That will finish your turn. Gatharin, you are up. Give me a athletics check to maintain your balance on the creature as you're still holding on to the ballista bolt.
Okay.
Oh, I think Atharn's got to make a lightning or a dex check, too. Because it's a
Yep.
cone.
Yep, it is a cone. So Gatharin,
Sorry,
give me a
didn't
dex
see you
check.
there, my little goblin friend.
26 as far as the athletics check goes.
Okay, you're still
then
hanging on with no problem.
The save is a nat 20 for 26.
So take half damage or no damage for the dragon spirit. I know it could be different when it's lesser damage. So
Half as much damage on a successful save.
And what was the damage?
7.
7.
Down to 3.
So 3. Okay.
Gatharin, you are currently hanging on the side of the beastie with the ballista bolt slammed into its body. What are you doing?
What's it look like inside of its mouth?
I mean, kind of look in. It's mostly like kelp and barnacles and mussels and just kind of like this thing just exists underwater. But you can see the remnants of maybe body parts. Like maybe this thing has just been kind of going around the wreckage and kind of feeding off the carrion of the.
Do I have a swinging room?
Yeah, you could swing into its mouth if you wanted to try.
All right, so I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay. You're currently raging.
That gives me glacial armor because I rolled an 8.
Okay. You watch as the frozen armor absorbs around or forms around your body.
What's that boost my AC to?
That I believe. Let me pull up the
90.
list. Ice armor, I believe it boosts it up to a 20
All right, so my AC now is 22.
Yeah, AC becomes a 20.
All right, so with the Ring of Prot, it's now 22. Awesome. And then I am going to start smashing.
Go for it. Now are you swinging into the mouth, or are you hanging on to the side and just slamming?
Oh, no, I drop into its mouth to start swinging on its internals.
Okay, you're now inside of its mouth, and you begin to just wield your hammer on the interior of its form. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, first attack. 18 plus 8, 26 to hit.
26 will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
All right, it needs to do a save versus lightning. Dex.
12 plus 2, 14.
All right, so that's a fail. So it takes 14 bludgeoning damage and then an additional 10 lightning damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Uh, 22.
22 will just hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah, 22. Save again.
Okay. That's a fail. I rolled double
All
threes.
right. So it takes 12 bludgeoning and an additional 13 lightning.
Okay. Anything else you're doing?
No, my necklace is already active, and then I've got the glacial armor, so I'm good.
Okay. The as a reaction, it will use its Maw's Embrace. Go ahead and give me a strength save, please.
Okay. That would be a 25.
25 will save. Take half of 84 points of bludgeoning damage.
And half again.
And then half again because you're raging. And
So that
because
was 42 and 21.
Yep. And because you saved, you did not get swallowed instantly. That will finish your turn. Grimholt, you are up with Omni on deck.
All right, question for you. The cantrip Green Flame Blade allows me to cast and then make a melee attack with a weapon, a normal weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, does that count as casting a spell and preclude me from making an offhand attack? Or since I'm still making a melee attack, would I get an offhand attack?
What's the spell casting time on that? Is that bonus action or action?
It's a bonus action.
It's one action. You brandish the weapon. The component is a melee weapon worth at least 1 silver, so that would be my hammer.
Right.
You brandish the weapon used in the spell cast and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you.
Gotcha.
So I'm casting a spell, but I'm still making a melee attack. So
yeah, but the way the spell's described, it's all encompassing. So really, what's going on is you're bringing the hammer back, and is it one-handed or two-handed?
I would be using it one-handed if I am able to make the offhand attack.
Yeah. So as you bring the hammer back, you invoke the spell, and as the hammer goes forward, it is wreathed in like green flame, and then you make a normal melee attack. And you can still do an offhand attack as well.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to grab my second warhammer in my other hand.
Okay.
Cast Green Flame Blade. So the hammer is engulfed in this kind of eldritch green flame, and I will make my melee attack with that. That's going to be a... shit. That misses. I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos again.
Give me D12.
Oh my God! Same roll. Missed horribly. So when I'm rolling a D12, basically you're telling me that my Tides of Chaos immediately refreshes. Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So that was a 7 for the what for the.
There's a.
Wait a second. No. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. You're right. Yeah.
There's an immediate bubble of 20-foot radius darkness that envelops you and Defiant, and the floating kind of tentacle nearby.
Okay.
And she could no
my
longer
original
see out or see in.
Okay, my original question. I'm sorry, I forgot to ask
No, go
this.
first.
Am I within melee range of that tentacle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I able to take my second offhand attack then with disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Okay. This creature's starting to piss me off. Wow. I'm not rolling well today. I'm gonna just end there as a scowl develops on my face, like son of a bitch. This
That
fucking
no one sees because you're in a bubble.
no,
of
but it's a good
darkness.
thing. Nobody can see my face right now because my calm demeanor has gone out the fucking window. I'm done. Next.
With that, Omni, you are up with Defiant Jewel on deck.
Omni's literally flying over like, I'm gonna rescue them, I'm gonna save them, and then they just are completely enveloped in darkness. And he's just, fuck. Now I can't see where to try and get them. Wonderful.
How big is the
Quick.
bubble?
About
Let me
20
try
foot
and
radius.
replan out what I was gonna do. Shit. Wait, do I have Dispel?
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna take a quick potty break. Be right back.
I don't have Dispel Magic. Crap. Dang it. Okay.
Now, if it's the
Dispel
wild
magic.
magic, he can't just drop it, can he? Because it's not a spell.
No,
He can't.
it lasts.
It
It lasts
time.
for the full
Lasts
the
the
full duration. Yeah.
Is
that
it
10 minutes?
cast on you? So anywhere you go, the spell goes?
That's a
How
good.
does it
I think it's stationary. I don't think it moves because I have no control over it, so I don't think it moves. Well, I don't know. That's a question for.
It would be funny
the
if
DM.
that was like a wild magic defense mechanism, like Octopus Inc. You're just like darkness
Oh, I can see in the darkness.
in magic.
Well, I have dark.
You have
Yeah,
double sight?
Yeah, I have double sight.
That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
So your tentacle can still do
Because
something.
when that happened to me, freaking, that's when Jin popped in and cut off that one captain's head.
Yeah, but nobody
Yeah.
knows.
So from within this bubble of darkness, you just hear, "Sorry about that."
Yeah, and I'm like, are you serious?
Omni's just floating overhead, just trying to remember where you guys were placed, and also looking back at the Kraken. Not even really sure that the Kraken like caused this. It almost seems like it's just kind of scavenging through, picking up some stuff. So,
Yeah, but it's trying to eat us too.
well, it is now. We started firing at it.
Wait a second. Is this endangered species? Perhaps maybe we shouldn't be killing it.
I mean, it hasn't really done anything aggressive
worries.
to us yet.
I'm pretty sure
Except,
Kraken
like,
tentacle is a Chinese aphrodisiac. So
tried to. Its food jumped in its mouth and then it fought it. So like,
All right, Omni, what you doing?
dispel
I can't
magic,
see
you
shit,
coward.
and I can't dispel shit either. So
What'd you say, Jin? Dispel magic, you coward.
I can't. I don't have it. I don't have it this time.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, our captain.
I don't have dispel magic. I'll fly closer towards the bubble of darkness. Kind of like on the backside of the tentacles, yeah.
Yeah, like right about there.
And I have 60 feet, so how far was that? That
was about 45. Yeah, about
Okay.
45.
Can I fly down into the darkness and
Mhm.
see if I could land next to them?
Absolutely. Give me perception with disadvantage.
Cool. Figured as much. Oh, not bad. 18.
Yeah, I put a DC of 16. You guys feel the debris that you're on suddenly feel weighted as Omni. They arrive, and Omni, you're amongst Defiant Jewel, and you're also next to Grimholt, and a small Lynx is kind of at your feet as well.
Mm-hmm. Friend or foe?
What did you say?
I said friend or foe.
Yes.
Oh, friend or foe. Gotcha. I thought you said thunder fell.
That's what I
Not-
heard.
I was like, not yet, but it's about to. Care to get out of here?
That would be preferable, yes.
Cool. Can't see either of you. I'm just gonna reach out and try and grab like your collar of one of you. Is that possible?
Yeah, I'll say you. I mean, you can. So
I just want to expend like
move.
I want to expend my bonus action, everything to
Yeah,
try and
so
grab
I'll
them
say
and
if
fly.
you want to fight, you can have your Lynx jump up into your hand, kind of like you grab on the Lynx. Omni, you're gonna grab like the rough part of both their armor and begin to lift them up in the air. Give me athletics, please, as you begin to do this.
Hey, wait a second. Hold on. That's my ass you're grabbing.
I can't even reach that low. Calm down.
Not the beard.
Did you what was I rolling?
Athletics.
Nat 20 for a 25.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah, you begin to
Silvery
lift
barbs.
Yeah, you begin to lift them
I
off.
want to cast silvery barbs. I want him to fail.
If you could see him, I'd let you, Vince.
I have double sight.
Oh, that's right. You can actually see what they're doing inside the darkness.
Yeah.
You can see that Omni's struggling, but he's easily beginning to lift both the dwarf and the tabaxi up into the air.
I'd make a mental note. It's like I could have got one on Omni, but I chose not to.
All right,
So
with
he
that,
owes
you're
me
beginning
one.
to lift them up into the air. That'll finish your turn, Omni.
I owe you because you didn't do something to endanger all of our lives.
Welcome to the life of Citrus Gin.
Citrus Gin. All right, Defiant, you are up, and then the creature is on deck.
I'm being lifted. Does it feel like a tentacle? It doesn't feel like a tentacle.
No, you
right?
actually heard someone say, "Let's get the fuck out of here," and now you and Grimholt are being lifted up.
And I have my cat in my hands.
Yep.
And I still can't see, but I'm gonna shoot the tentacle, maybe.
The big beastie or the tentacle?
Well,
Well, you've already shot at the big beastie before, so you kind of know where he is. So you could do that one with disadvantage.
Cool. Well, if I do a sacred flame, actually, if I do a word of radiance, it gets everything within a 5-foot radius of me. That's a bad guy. I mean, that's I choose. Oh shit! Do I have to see it though?
You tell me. You're the master cleric player.
No, it just says each creature of your choice. Oh no, it does that you can see within range. So I don't think I can hit him. Damn, because I can't see. I was trying to do a cantrip because if it was gonna whiff, I really didn't want to waste a spell. Yeah, so I will guiding bolt again, but only first level this time.
Yep, disadvantage, please.
Yes. Come on, roll high. Oh fuck! I got a 20 and a 7.
It arcs out. It crashes into the water in front of the creature.
Yeah. Because I don't think a 13 hits.
Okay.
Grr.
That will finish your turn.
And I let myself be carried away.
All right. So with that, the creature is going to completely focus on Gatharn at this point. It's going to attempt to not only bite you, but move its tentacles in a way to try to pull you out of its mouth. So Gatharn has pretty much got the full attention of this thing at this point. So 3 tentacle strikes first. and it can't see you, so that's going to be a disadvantage.
It's already
And if it
disadvantaged.
misses,
I have
it hits
blink
itself,
advantage.
right?
I have got
that's
blink
right.
active as well.
Yeah. So that is all will miss except one. One of those is going to be a 24.
Double disadvantage.
And that is
Finish
18
him.
points of bludgeoning damage. It's then going to bring its jaw down on you and try to do its maw again. That's a regular roll for it. And it's a regular roll, a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
No.
Silvery
Silvery barbs,
barbs.
yeah.
Yep, because you can see it. And that's a re-roll or is an ignored roll?
Reroll. So you gotta
That's right.
re-roll your 20 and choose the lower
And,
one.
and I
Jin's coming in hot.
and I re-rolled it to a 2. As the mouth goes to close down on Gatharn just plants the hammer, and with the distraction of Jin's kind of like mocking voice, the creature's mouth kind of stick on the hammer, unable to close itself. That will finish the turn of the creature.
And
the
since
top-
I saw the dwarf, kind of getting depressed and not getting his shots in, I'll give him the advantage on his next attack roll. I'll transfer the luck over.
Spasiba.
Spasiba.
Gefilte fish is my favorite kind. I don't.
I like this new guy.
Stoli.
Take the cannoli.
That'll finish the creature's turn. Top of the third round. Jin, you are up with Gatharn on deck.
Captain, are we running?
We just need to get out of here. Yeah.
Oh, let's use my gloves as spider climbing and start.
Well, you're out in the middle of the water.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
that's
get
right.
Gatharn.
You're
Oh,
right here.
should I go get Gatharn? Where am
Yes,
I?
help
I'm
get
lost.
Gatharn.
Oh,
I mean, that's your point of view right there. It's a dark cloud to your right.
Hmm.
And you yell towards it because you know thatAmi's in there. You could see the red and pink vapor trail of the forms inside the cloud. Looking to the left, you could see a small Gnorc inside the mouth just pounding away at the interior of the creature's mouth. Meanwhile, your spirit dragon is over there engaged with the creature as well. And it looks like Omni is beginning to lift the dwarf of the tabaxi off of the debris.
I mean, I already tried to save Gatharn, right? I did the silvery bars. He's kind of on his own at this point. I'll swim 40 feet towards the Kraken.
You're going to swim towards the crack?
Yeah.
Okay. That will put you right in base with it.
I'll Misty Step into its mouth.
Oh, that's bitchin'. That is fucking awesome.
And then Dimension Door. Are
I
you
can't.
really?
I can't cast 2 spells at once.
That
I
would've
would
been
if I
so
could, but I
sick.
can't cast 2 spells.
If you had an item that
Yeah.
was Dimension Door, your necklace.
My necklace is spell story.
Yep, that's what I thought you were gonna do.
Do I see Gatharn?
Yeah, you see Gatharn. He's like inside the mouth. You're inside the mouth.
Hi,
The two
little
of you are,
buddy.
like, right there.
Who almost got swallowed? You did. And I
Carney in
poked
the
him on the
maw.
nose. And you
Wait,
did.
no, you can't poke him in the nose. You gotta boop him.
I boop him on the nose. Like, yeah, you did. You almost got swallowed. Nah, come here. And I grab him by the top of his head and I dimension door towards the ship. Using my
Gatharn,
Now,
necklace.
Are you
the
willing?
boop on the nose, that's a free action, right?
Yeah. Boops are free.
Well,
Free
considering
action
I just
on-
nearly been chopped twice, yes, I'm willing.
Okay. Just checking. Because if you wanted to stay and fight, he'd have just appeared on the deck.
Nah, I'd be safe either way. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
All right. So Dimension Door is 500 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Put you guys
Yeah.
back up on the ship.
Can I be riding Nala's shoulders, though? Dimension door land on Nala's shoulders.
Nala throws you in the water.
Well, that's not
You just
cool, man.
land on top of it painfully because you're water walking.
Yeah.
That will finish Vincent or Jin's turn. Gatharn, you are now back on the deck of the ship with Jin. What do you want to do with your turn? And then Grimholt is on deck, although you're being carried away.
I am going to go get a powder keg.
Okay, you go down below deck. That'll be your turn. We'll say you move down. Your action is to grab the keg, and then you bonus action prepare it. That'll finish.
My base speed is 45 feet.
Yeah, you gotta go through the hold door down into the hold. So we'll say it gets you all the way there to grab it and begin to prep it, and then you can come out your next turn. So that'll finish your turn. Grimholt, you are up. You're currently being lifted off the wreckage in darkness by someone who just, whatever Omni chose to say. Now you're being lifted up off the wreckage at this point. Do you want to get out of here?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But on my way out, I'm done fucking around. I'm gonna cast Fireball in the direction that I remember the beast being. Can I do that?
Okay. Yes, with that, normally it would have disadvantage on deck saves, but because you cannot see it, it will have advantage. So it gets a normal deck save. That is a 17 plus 2, 19.
That is gonna save.
Go ahead and roll damage.
This one I'm gonna do digital here. Damage is 28 points of fire damage.
Nice. And through a stroke of luck, the crew and everyone on board the ship watches as the arc crashes into the mouth of the creature. There's a huge just flame that bursts out of its mouth. The creature reels back in pain and just roars straight up. And for those of you on the ship and those that you can see, you watch as the creature begins to try to submerge into the water as its reaction to that. That will finish your turn, Grimholt, as you're being lifted off the wreckage. Omni, you have both Grimholt and Defiant Jewel in your hands as you're lifting them up. You are up.
I fly back to the ship.
Okay.
At a height that is what I think is above where the tentacles can reach.
Fair enough. We'll say for conjecture.
Yeah, they're with me.
They are both with you. Being carried by you. So the three of you get about within 30 feet.
Yeah, don't you forget that cat.
Ah!
What the?
I know. It was too close to the...
Oh, okay.
It's too close to the other bases. So I was trying to click on it. There he is. I would never forget Defiant's cat.
You will never let him hear the end of it.
The cat's name is Obedient.
So we'll say your move and your action to dash is 60 feet. That gets you up and over and within 20 feet of the ship at this point.
Cool.
That will finish your turn. Defiant, you're now being carried up and over out of the darkness now as the plume of darkness is left behind where it erupted out of Grimholt. Is back down below you. Now you can see that you're being carried towards the ship. You can see Grimholt in one hand of Omni, you in the other hand of Omni, but you look back to see the creature beginning to try to submerge into the water, and there the lightning spirit of the dragon hovers near by the creature as well.
Well, do I want to shoot it as it runs away? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it as it runs away. So I'm gonna shoot it as it runs away.
What do you shoot?
Ashen doesn't like that.
I am shooting it with a guiding bolt.
Okay, go for it.
Again, but level 2 this time.
Okay.
And I rolled a 19 plus 6, 25.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Right. 5d6.
Boy, he is cranky today, isn't he?
He really is.
Maybe it's because he keeps getting such shitty to hit rolls.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so that's 10, 14, 16 points.
Nice. You watch as
And
that
then it's
arc
flowing
of
again.
radiant light crashes into the creature. The creature blossoms in arcane light. So that will finish your turn. The creature's turn is up. And the creature... The tentacle... Well, does your dragon spirit get attack of opportunity, Jen, if I break base with it?
The captain is saying yes, so I will follow the captain's orders.
Yeah, because I don't think it's like spiritual hammer, so I think it would. So yeah, go for it. Single attack.
22.
22. That'll just hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
D6 plus 9, right?
Honestly, that's why I didn't try and hit it with
11.
anything.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what its AC was, and I heard somebody was just like, "Oh yeah, 26 hits," and I was like, "Well, screw this. I'm just gonna try and fly and pick him up." I'm not really sure this is a winnable fight at this point.
With that, the creature breaks off, submerges. The tentacles submerge as well. All of you make your way back onto the deck of the ship. The creature, the froth of the sea bubbling.
Let's get out of here.
And the crew begins to frantically get the sails up, get things back in motion, and get this ship moving. At this point, we are out
GTFO.
of initiative.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ship begins to go to full sail, and you watch as the ship begins to meander out of the wreckage. We're out of initiative. There's no sign of the creature. Danger seems to have passed for now. On board
And we're on the
are
deck.
2 new individuals.
It seems we
looking
owe you a thank you, a debt of thanks for saving us.
Sure, no problem. How long is this gonna last? I look at my mobile sundial on my wrist.
How long is what going to last?
This bubble of darkness.
No, it only
like...
erupts.
No.
It doesn't actually go with them.
Oh,
the
okay, we
wild-
flew out of it. Got it.
Right. The way
Yeah.
the wild magic works for the bubble of darkness, it's my play on a fart.
Stationary.
Yeah, it's my play on a fart. It comes
So
out.
it
and
is
just
kind of
stays
like
right
an
there.
octopus
lingers.
inking.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way.
It's all right. We got out.
He's part octopus.
Captain, are we making a fast sail? I don't want to be dealing with that thing. Are we okay to try out the new riggings?
Are they ready?
Gromit says they're good to go.
Absolutely. Let's get to Nicodranas.
You watch as the cable flies out, the huge expanse of the sail turns into a massive kite, and all of you can feel the sloop just kind of get dragged forward all of a sudden as the prow of the ship is slightly lifted as a huge gust of wind begins to drag the ship faster through the wreckage.
Gatharn's coming out of the hold with a powder keg and a long fuse that he's starting to light.
Stop.
Blow it up.
Hey,
Blow it up.
you need a
blow
light
it up,
for that?
Blow it up.
Put
Blow
it
it
back.
up. Blow it up.
Go and put it back, Gatharn. We're moving.
Why?
Stop.
We let the thing eat it and blow it up.
Nope, we're good. We're moving on.
Let's do the Gatharn special. We'll go 500 feet up in the air, and then we'll drop it down on the deck.
I perfected it. The fuse will stick in now.
There's the fuse will not stick.
This time it'll
That's
work, Captain.
That's like the glove didn't fit, the fuse didn't stick.
You see Gatharn tugging on the fuse? Look, no, it sticks.
Too soon?
It's been almost 30 years.
I was gonna say they've made Netflix documentaries about it. It's fine.
Documentaries.
Yeah. So admiring the new layout of how the sails are working. How much does it feel like our speed has kind of increased with that modification?
Probably by about 20 feet.
Dope. Very cool.
Total.
That's just it. Total movement. We're actually faster if we just get out and water walk.
Yeah.
Gatharn's gonna go to Medi and ask for some of her nitroglycerin.
What do you want some of my nitroglycerin for? And what were you doing over there?
Make a bomb?
And why didn't anyone tell me that we were in a battle? They just let me sleep.
Because you'd see fresh faces, and then you just think, oh, lunch buffet.
Oh, that's a fair point. I won't be doing that then.
So, who do we have the pleasure of traveling with now?
No. We ask the questions here. Who are you? Am I doing this right?
Me,
I am Grimold Hammerhand.
Jin is our resident interrogator.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to talk to me while you're alive, I could talk to you if you're dead.
That's true.
Right, Captain?
But just so you know, the first question is going to be, what's your favorite color?
Oh yeah, what's your favorite color?
Aqua blue.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Like the water, right?
Exactly like water, yes.
Gotcha.
I am to assume that you are not here to kill us since you took the trouble to save us, yes?
You know what my mother always said about assuming. You
Yeah,
shouldn't do
I
it. You
know.
shouldn't-
It makes you a douchebag. My mother told me same thing. But I'm going to...
That's one of those like cross-culture references. That
Yeah, we
it's
had saying
universal.
too. We
Yeah.
had the saying too in the Wildlands, yes.
I lean down to Grimhold and say, the captain doesn't know about it. I don't know who raised him, but he's never heard of not assuming. He just assumes all the time.
That's very strange. Everyone heard of the assuming thing. How could you
Everyone!
not?
Everyone!
I mean,
he's-
that's like
I've
you
never
said.
heard
It's
the-
cross-culture. Everybody grows up, you know. You get old enough, they say, don't assume because you're a douchebag. That's what we said, you know.
Can I say hi to your pet?
This is my cohort here. Divine, this is Divine Jewel. It's her pet. It's her pet.
I'm trying to bite your hand.
Oh, she's feisty.
Oh, you mean her? No, she's not the pet. This is the pet of the person. She's
I thought
this
that's the mom and daughter, no?
No.
Yeah, I would be careful around her. She will scratch her eyes
that
out.
is not how that works.
I'm
Take my
gonna.
sword and stab you with it.
While that's going on, Gatharn is still trying to get nitroglycerin, and he's starting to load freaking that
No,
powder
Gatharn,
keg.
you can't have my nitroglycerin. You don't need it.
Hey, if you
might
need a
need it.
light for that, I got plenty of fire. You know, you seen some of it.
He's also
Miss.
loading shot into the barrel now.
Yeah, we might want to keep the fire away from Grimold, because he's a little explosive, if you know what I mean. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Got it. All right, so his
back
bunk
to
will
the
be above next.
introductions. Back to the introductions. Gatharn is also quite explosive at times.
I mean, and there's a small half gnome, half orc over there cramming a fuse,
Why is-
cramming shot into the barrel.
why is your goblin playing with the barrel of
We're
powder?
sailing away. We're sailing away.
Roll
We
D20, Gatharn.
Sailing away.
I don't know. It looks like a goblin to my character.
Why is your pet kitty speaking about
That
my
was a
friend?
22.
not- A pet kitty.
So I say,
I'll look at both. Of
I
them
look
and
at
be
the
like,
freaking tabaxi.
we
I'm like,
are
oi,
not
Firbolg.
all ridiculous. And
I'm gonna
I
put,
look
we
at freaking,
apologize.
I look at
I'm
freaking
putting-
Twinkle Toes over there, and like,
I'm-
look here, Furball, call me a goblin one more time, and I'll throw you overboard,
Mhm.
and I'll eat
Okay,
your cat.
okay. I think we all can just calm down. Obviously, we're all on
Which
same
ship were you
side
guys
here.
on? Well, mate, what ship were you on before? That was.
We were on the
I wrote it down.
the
That's
girlfriend.
Lusty Wench. We're on the Lusty Wench, right?
The
Yeah, we
last
were.
event, yeah. We were part of the
Oh,
Um,
we were
yes.
part of Tharivol fleet, but as you can see, we did not fare too well.
Oh,
What
wait.
attacked you guys?
So, Omni, give me a history check really quick.
I was gonna
I-
say, does their
Well,
ship sound familiar?
Isn't it the Lusty Wench that gambling ship that goes down and does the tours in between Necrodronus
The
and
Lusty Wench does not go down.
You heard of it?
I mean, it
Yes.
did,
Oh.
but-
The
It
lusty
did.
one
the gambling
did go
just
down.
did go
Yeah,
down.
that's
Sorry.
it. Yeah, well, we conscripted it into Thorvald's fleet after a while, but we don't
Your
really
friends with
gamble much
Thorvald?
anymore.
Omni, what'd you get?
History
Yeah.
19.
Oh,
19.
ooh,
You do recall one of the ships that you saw at dock in the Revels did have the name Lusty Wench. You also recall it was one of the ones that left slightly earlier than most of the other ships during the Revels.
We don't know Thorvald personally, but we are part of his coterie, if you will. It seems we have the same goals here. But no.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, maybe
it's
maybe
coming from people who knew Thorvald personally. In the
and
sense
even then,
that,
not that well.
yeah, he tried to kill us, and
We tried to kill
I
him.
mean, I don't know.
well,
I don't
no,
think we know him
we
personally.
I did try to fight him.
Sidebar,
didn't actually
DM,
kill him.
and this. Forgive my ignorance. I may have fucked up the story, but
No, you're doing fine.
so we were part of his fleet.
You were,
yes.
Well, sort of. I mean, you were part of a smaller section of the fleet that was sent off to do something. But the
Okay.
captain didn't really say what was going on.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
Thorvald, as far as you and Defiant are concerned, is just the guild master of all the lesser guilds. You're not really privy to a lot of the more granular detail.
Okay. So
I mean, I don't know
mean,
if I'd be able to pick Thorvald out of a lineup. I mean,
yeah, I mean, we never met the man. You know, we just
you guys were at the Revels, right?
yeah, we
Yeah,
were
they would've
there.
been-
Okay,
the Revels.
so just filling you in, since you guys left early,
Mhm.
Thorvald was murdered, assassinated. The tournament happened. The Minotaur, big guy, huge dick. Gatharn bit his testicles off in the fight.
That's exceedingly disgusting.
It seemed like it was a relevant point. It was an
it's
important
disgusting.
matter.
I mean, you know, if you gotta do what you gotta do, but
You know, he ended up winning the fight. Just saying.
okay, well,
And then Jin fought what we thought was a version of Thorvald's, but Thorvald was actually already dead. It was this whole long thing. Basically, the Revels got up and left because it was the turtle woke up. The giant dragon turtle woke up, and it swam under the surface of the water, and now it's gone. We all went our separate ways, and Thorvald was dead, but now there are multiple Thorvalds apparently. And one of them is very, very bad and going around and killing things on the ship. He has
how do you know
Goliaths.
that the one that died was the real Thorvald if there are more than one Thorvald?
It's a really good question,
This cat's wicked smart.
right?
yeah, she is. Don't. I wouldn't try to pull one over on her eyes because she's pretty sharp, like her claws. Our captain never told us much. He just told us to you know, this is where we're going, and for some reason, and that was it. And to tell you the truth, did not sit well with a lot of the crew. And you can see the outcome is our ship was destroyed, and we were set adrift. So yeah.
How did it get destroyed? Was there a fight? Because there were ships, plural, multiple.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. We
It was
just
this
couldn't.
really big ship with like a bunch of.
It's a
Was it
small
okay?
merchantman. I mean, we couldn't hold our own against any kind of warship or any ship that had you know, defenses and whatnot. So
Do you know what ship attacked you?
I thought it was the Kraken that destroyed all the ships.
no. It was this ship. There was it was huge.
Oh,
It was
starts with an L.
the Leviathan, I think.
yeah,
It
the
had
Leviathan.
undead all over it. It had all manner of. I mean, it was disgusting, really. It had all manner of dead things on
It
it.
really just tore apart the whole fleet.
Yeah,
Just the one ship?
it's all it took. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it was really We
Is
were
there any
above
dead
game.
bodies out in the water?
Above game, do any of us know of the name Leviathan?
Yeah, we all do.
It's part
Jin
of.
told us about it, right?
Yeah, Jin would have said
PM
something
Jin
about it.
said something about it.
Well, bad
Right?
Jin would have, but good Jin.
I
Don't
mean,
know.
Jin doesn't really share a bunch. I mean, Vince doesn't really share a bunch. I mean, he's really close.
Right, but PM Jin.
I feel like Callista's punishing me for
Told
my
us
character's choices.
PM Jin
Well, you
told
know
us
what?
about the
Just for
Leviathan, so
that-
we're aware of its name and its history. Yeah.
Calista, now you could poke Jin all day long.
Bring that baby up here.
Oh my god, how funny would that be? She holds it up,
No.
and then Jin picks it up. Then
That would be awesome.
Don't pawn your kid off on me, man.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the two of us were the only survivors on the ship, so not too happy.
That's a
Well, the
good
three,
policy.
sorry.
You know?
I'm
You
so
always
sorry.
want to leave one or two to spread
I
the
always
tail forward.
forget that. What's the lynx's name?
Gift.
I always forget Gift is here. You know.
Her name is Jade Gift, but we go by Gift.
Yeah, I got a cat allergy, so you know, I try to stay away from her.
Well, I have a fire allergy, so I feel the same way.
You know, so we get along great, the two of us. Yeah.
I don't need to breathe.
There's like a stray ember that comes out of.
Yeah, what's going on with you? No offense, but you don't look so good. You look very pale.
Jin.
Talk about you, Captain?
That's just her complexion.
Jin or Medi? Medi?
Uh,
Which one are you talking to, Grimmel?
Jin, I think.
Jin.
Jim?
Yeah. Who's
Jim
the
Beam.
who's the undead?
There's two of them on board.
You watch as Betty walks by, and she just points at Jin. Oh, just him. He's an asshole. And she like disappears down below the hold.
Bye,
This
Betty.
is an eclectic crew, but
I don't think
I'm
I'm
not
looking
gonna
pale. I
make-
think I've been working out on deck. I think I've been gaining some color.
No.
If
Yeah.
you call if you call like 40% cool gray color, sure.
Well, it was.
But you know
like
what? I'm not gonna
90%
make. I
palette
want to
gray
thank you
earlier.
all for saving us. I'm not gonna make any judgments on you. That's rude, and we just got here. And once again, thank you for rescuing us. It was very much appreciated.
Brackish comes over to you, Omni. Sir, should I put them in the ship's log?
Let's leave it out for now.
The ship log code name for our guillotine?
No.
That's the manifest we keep. If we make
No,
port in Nicodranus in like 3 or 4 days,
Yeah.
we have to submit our ship's log and our manifest.
Correct. We need to get Keth to, I guess, drop the papers that they're part of the crew. Is this what you mean by?
Yeah. I
Okay.
could get Keth to work on that right away if you want me
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I was thinking that you were just like taking note. We rescued people in the ocean. Like,
I
leave
think
all
that's
that
saved
out.
up for the captain's journal.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have much to do with the captain's journal. That's the
totally
captain's disposition.
Yeah, so why are you stepping out of line and asking
No,
him to do
this
things
is
that he was
about
going
the
to do anyway?
All right. So, anyways,
Brackish just looks at Jin and just
Grimhole.
looks back at you.
Jin's just smiling real big at Brackish.
yeah, do you go by Grimholt? Do you have an alternative name you prefer?
Yeah, you can call me Grim. It's okay.
Grim?
Yeah.
All right. And Defiant?
Defiant.
Defiant. Great. And you said Gift,
That's-
right?
And this is Gift, yes.
We could leave Gift off of the manifold. It's fine. They're not-
Yeah,
The
that's-
manifold.
the ship's
Manifest.
manifest. Woo! Slipped on that one.
This thing got a turbocharger on it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, they're
You,
up right
you
now.
noticed.
Going
You noticed. We
faster.
just had them installed. Actually, yeah. That's why we're going about 20 feet faster. About 20 feet faster per 6 seconds.
for 6 seconds.
Yeah. That's how it feels.
I'm
Is there any boost
we could water walk faster than that, right?
20 feet
Well,
per
20
hour.
feet faster than what we were previously doing. In nautical.
Oh, game mechanics in Omni's
Stop.
world are so subject to disclosure.
Githard is now resealing that barrel. He's taking some candle wax to basically make sure that the fuse stays in place,
Okay.
and also to make it watertight.
Give me an intelligence save, or sorry, intelligence check as you're doing that.
Okay, that is a 12 plus 4, 12 plus 2, 14.
14. Give me sleight of hand.
That is 19.
19. Okay. You managed to do a pretty decent job of putting it back together, sealing it, using the wax. You've got a pretty reasonable bomb to use in the future with some grape shot that you kind of slammed into the interior of it, but turns out you don't need it this time.
Cool. Now I'm taking the sight glass.
Okay.
And I'm using the light reflected from the sun to fuck with the cat.
The little one
Track.
or the two-legged one?
So hard.
Which one of you guys starts chasing the little light ball?
Which
Wow.
which
Because I'm pretty sure Gift is still up on my shoulder.
Mine's
I
one and only
totally
weakness.
forgot that it's been a while since Brandon and Calista played in a game together.
Yeah, yes, it has. Mm-hmm.
The last one was our Monday game when he had to Exodus.
Yeah,
of
when she
work.
was playing the gnome.
Yeah, like a gnome.
Rena was not a gnome.
I'm not a gnome. I'm a halfling. What you know? Working my way.
So, Grim. So Grim and Defiant. So you know, we are getting the heck out of the area. We're on our way to Nicodranus right now. We're gonna get some supplies and repair and potentially a larger ship. We have other plans, but we're fucking off with what Thorvald was doing. We don't want to be a part of it or around it, and honestly, both sides are screwed and are fucking the people over. So
Yeah, well-
we're
This one just
heading
about
off into
got
the
us
ocean.
killed, so
I kind of had we kind of had the same view when our captain would not tell us anything for days and days, and we did not really know what was going on, and we really felt like pawns, like we were just being used. So if you don't mind, we can accompany you at least as far as Nicodranus. Getting back to land is not entirely. I would like very much to get back to land. So
yeah.
if you'd
we
like
had
us
a lot
to,
of time to contemplate that.
yeah,
while we were
yeah.
sitting
So we don't
that
disagree
wall.
with you. So
We
if you'd
weren't
like
in a-
us to pay you for the transport, then we can do this. But
200
otherwise,
platinum a piece.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Hey, Jen.
200
Oddly enough-
coppers a piece.
We were all recently in a very similar situation. So we happened to fall upon the good graces of Captain Raylene. And because of her, we were able to get to the Revels, and we ended up getting a ship. And yeah, we're just continuing on. So you're more than welcome to stay till Nicodranus. Should you stay longer than that, we do normally go through and just ask a few questions as far as making sure.
What
No,
time?
sure, of course, and I appreciate that. So
Just what you
I'm
want. Out of
What's
life.
your favorite
you know,
color?
Your favorite color. That's always number one, apparently.
Grimholt,
And then,
aqua blue,
Yep.
kitty cat.
Red, the color of blood.
yep. Okay. Okay. See, answers like that kind of bring up, concern.
Point. Points of
Um,
contention.
I'd say they were red flags.
I mean,
but-
that's more playful. I got cat scratches all up and down my arm. She
Oh,
just she plays rough.
This is the type of humor.
Is that the color of
That
blood?
was a joke. That was a
Well,
joke.
it might be. We could test it.
Jin
okay.
draws out a dagger and slashes his arm, and it's just nothing.
What color
It's
is
like
it?
nothing. It's just like a whispery void.
See, I told you, you don't
I'm gonna
look
poke
good.
it.
It's just
I'm
like
gonna poke
the
it with a
screams of all the haunted souls just come leaping out of his forearm.
That's fucking disgusting, man.
Keep
Okay.
poking it.
So
That's not the color of blood.
we all have our
Let's
interesting.
don't bleed. That's not
quirks.
my problem.
So, what other questions
Blood
do
is
you
sound.
require us to answer?
So color, that was a good one. As far as what you want, all of us here are here by choice, and we all are trying to live free lives. Are you not here by choice, Jen?
He kind of forced me on the ship, to be honest, Captain. I was on the alien ship and I was pretty happy over there.
I mean, you could walk to that ship now if you like.
See, now you know that's an impossible task. Why are you always setting me on these impossible missions?
You don't have to.
Did you know I
Just
was
saying.
first mate on the ship and then unceremoniously dispatched from my position?
So
And now I
somebody
don't
who
have one?
wasn't the captain said that he was first mate.
Sir, how many of the crew that I hired are still here? 80% of them. I hired Crooked Face. You use him all the time. And Stitches.
Mhm.
And the one that's like Gatharn, but not green.
What?
The one that's hammering on the mast over
Gromit?
there. Yeah. The non-green Gatharn.
Okay, they are two different people. You need to just stop like generalizing every small person that you come across.
No, I'm not. I don't generalize
being like
every
Gatharn.
small person.
You
I know this is
literally
Grimholt,
hired
Hammerhead.
2 people. You hired 2 people because you said Gatharn needed little friends.
Yeah, and I'm a jerk when I say Gatharn needs little friends, but then you pick up this little friend for Gatharn, and I'm all of a sudden you're cool.
You rescued his life. You hired people and brought them into crew when they had no actual skills that we needed at all. You hired them solely on the fact of their size.
So Defiant and Gatharn and Grimholt, you're just watching as Jin and Omni are just going back.
Oh no,
and
Gatharn's
forth.
walked off.
Okay,
Gatharn's
you
walked off and is just giving commands.
The rest
like,
of
all right,
the crew
let's.
doesn't even seem to give it a second notice. Like, you kind of pick up on the fact that this might be a typical interaction between these two, and essentially from time to time, like Brackish or Nala or some of the other crew might like snicker or kind of laugh underneath their breath as they walk by and shaking their head. But this argument seems like it might go on for a while.
It's as the camera's pulling away, you still hear the argument going on in the background as it like fades off. So like,
I honestly
scene
just don't think
sunset.
that you respect me as much as you should have, and I just know you never do the things that I want.
I'm wondering, is there anything to eat on this ship?
Yes, there's.
Yeah, are you hungry?
We're kind of famished, yeah.
Okay, let's go to the
Thirsty,
kitchen.
too. Yeah, seawater, not good for drinking.
No.
I heard cat kidneys can filter anything, though.
Yeah, they can. That doesn't mean that they should.
Oh well. Jin will lead them into the gallery. Is that where the food is?
In
Yeah.
the kitchen.
Kitchen?
Well, the kitchen,
Where'd
I
you
believe Stitches in charge of, correct?
Stitches.
Stitches is in charge of the kitchen. The kitchen is not all that fancy. It's pretty much a kind of makeshift galley that's kind of put near the front of the prow of the ship. Sits right below in the front hold. And it's more of just you cook in there and then you take it out on to the common second deck. So eventually, Grimholt, you're led down below, and anyone else is free to go with them. Defiant, you can follow as well.
I go too.
Yeah, the two of you go down below. You can see where one of the crew points out where the galley is. The second deck, which is below the main deck, is kind of like the common deck where everybody kind of mills about or deals with the day-to-day activity of the ship. Did the Storm's Eye get cannon yet? I don't think so, right? Too light?
Cannon?
Okay, I didn't think so.
We just have that one hand cannon type deal
Up on top. So the 2 ballista and the 1 hand cannon up on the prow.
Yeah, because when we tried doing the logistics for actual cannons, the ship's not big enough.
Correct. So being on the common deck of the ship, you can see that there are points of cargo and like little cloistered areas of supplies, very common on a sloop. Looking, you can see the hold goes down into the main cargo hold, which is not very big, as this is not a main ship of the line, which you pick up on it being quite fast. You can even feel it kind of buffeting in the sea, the waves hitting the prow of the ship as it continues to make its course towards Nicodranus. But the 2 of you find the kitchen or the galley. There's at least a kind of like stew pot going and some other like semi-okay pieces of fruit and dried bread and cheese, and you kind of begin to gather up a meal and head into the commoner's deck. Medi has gone down below in the main hold. Gatharn, you went below. What are you doing?
I didn't go below.
Okay.
I walked off.
Okay. What are you doing?
Most likely, I went back to the helm.
Okay. So you're back up on the helm, maintaining course. You specifically noticed the ship is definitely traveling faster. Jin and Omni, your conversation continues.
And I just, Carpenter isn't good enough for me. I just don't I think I deserve a better title. I can still be a carpenter, but I want it to sound fancy.
Woodmaster.
See? Maybe Grimholt should be captain.
And it's statements like that
I will
that are
mutiny
the
at the pin
reason
drop.
that you.
If somebody comes
cannot
up to
be
me and
first
says we're
mate.
mutinying against Omni, I will be on the other side of that square so fast.
Look, I just want to ride to Nicodranas. I'm not going to try to make waves here or anything. I don't want to be captain of this ship.
Yeah, you better sleep with one eye open on me.
When would I do that, Jin? When? At what point would I sleep?
I don't know. You should.
What time of day? Or what is the opposite of day?
What is the opposite of day?
Mm-hmm. When would I
Omni,
sleep?
do you not sleep?
It's 24 hours of daylight all day long.
Mm-hmm. Again,
is
another reason you are not first mate.
Because I understand how the world works.
Yes, that's exactly it. So, what title do you want, Jin?
Better than Omni, the Lord Master, Woodcrafter, Shipwright, Carpenter of the Storm's Eye.
You got it, buddy.
All right, repeat my title back to me, please.
I can't remember what you said.
Exactly what you
long.
said.
You might want to acronym it.
Blah, blah,
Better
blah, blah,
than Omni. Doesn't that spell bitch hole?
Omni, this is where you do a back, so you just walk away.
I'll give Grim a little fist bump because that was.
I feel the tides are turning against me in public opinion, and I will go down to the hole.
I'm just trying to fit in. I'm sorry. You're the one that flew me out of there. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fit in, you know? I didn't mean it.
Anyways.
Oh my god, that's great. So the
Jin,
morning,
what
the
the
late
fuck do
morning.
you want to do on this ship? I'm tired of this. No, we're settling this right now. What do you
Here
want
we
to do on the
go.
goddamn ship?
I walk away.
As you walk away, Medi comes back up out of the hold, and she just looks at Omni and Jin and at Grimholt, and sees Gathard up on the main hold. Watches Defiant comes up, carrying a meal, and looks around. Well, I see there's nothing here that to my liking or my taste. And she just kind of meanders forward to the prow of the ship. Mid-morning or afternoon settles into early evening as the rest of this day's journey goes pretty uneventful. The new crew gets situated. Daytime Jin turns into nighttime Jin as the sun begins to set, and it's now the beginning of evening. What would you guys like to do for your evening?
I'll go up to Jin and fill him in on everything that happened during the morning. And introduce him to Grimholt and Defiant and explain a little bit of the situation just so they have context.
We met him already.
I met this guy. What's going on here?
Does he look different?
Catharn is smirking as he walks past to go do some training with Keth.
Let's just say that Jin he's a complicated person. Multiple sides of him to get to know.
Not that complicated.
Out of character, does he look different or does he look the same?
Maybe just the eyes are expressed differently, where the daytime Jin, he's kind of more open and round-faced. And this one's just, his eyebrows are more furrowed, like there's hard lines across his face.
Youthful ignorance versus somebody who was in Nam.
Yeah.
Fun.
Eventually,
like supply sergeant in Nam, or like covert ops into Cambodia in Nam.
Like all up in there fighting VC Nam.
Eventually, the crew gets organized. The roster is updated. Omni, a series of manifest changes and crew updates are brought to you that have added Defiant and Grimholt to the list. Keth has done her best to forge the documentation. Defiant and Grimholt, you both have new papers that are given to you via a very unusual looking individual, but she kind of hands you copies of your documents as if you've been on this crew for a while. The manifest now has you on the crew for over a year to match with the remains of the manifest and information related to the ship as well. So Keth has made the appropriate updates.
Oh yeah, by the way, what can you guys do?
Omni, you can clear your initiative, and Defiant, you can clear your initiative as well.
So I take the papers, I give them like a quick glance, kind of shrug, fold them up, put them in my pouch.
Give me a insight check as you kind of look at the work that she's accomplished.
Insight check. That'll be a 23.
It's masterwork.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is a master forger. She clearly knows her stuff.
Okay, then I actually take a little bit of care folding them up and putting them in a pouch.
Okay.
Don't make them look too nice; they'll look fake.
I crumble them up, put them in the pouch.
It's got a point.
What can we do? Well,
yeah. What was your position on your previous ship? What are your capabilities? I obviously you have magical abilities, but
yeah. I left my clan. I'm a bit of an anomaly for my people. I have quite a bit of aptitude with magic, but it's not always something that I can control very well. So I left the Greying Wilds and came down to the Menagerie Coast. It is more in line with my persona, if you will, but I have been known to blow up a few things here and there. Mostly, I still prefer my hammers, and I hold up my 2 war hammers, and every dwarf likes a hammer or axe in his hand, and
Giggity,
yeah.
Somewhere the fourth wall crumbles.
So I have dare I say lots of skills. I can do many things.
And on the ship, did you have a specific job, or were you just
did not really. I was mostly traveling to learn, and I have also always been one that tries to absorb as much knowledge as I can, in the hopes of better controlling the arcane power that I have. So I was, dare we say, a passenger who could also provide some defensive capabilities when needed, but I did not have a position on the boat, if you will.
Understood. And Defiant?
Well, I hold up my sword and say I like to stab things, and I can also heal people.
She's a very in-depthly
you hear that,
designed
Catharn?
character.
Nope, not yet.
We actually, for a while,
we got a cleric.
The two of us, we discovered early, I burn people, she heals them. It was a good.
Yeah, but usually only if they pay
master
me.
Interrogators.
So he burns them, I heal them, but they have to pay me first.
Gotcha. Okay.
I thought we were keeping that detail to ourselves.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. That was all luck. It just ended up.
People. It's not like we would demand money, but a lot of people decided, maybe I should tip you for healing me, and then it got to here's our rates, and we don't, whatever.
So you managed to save 2 grifters.
What? Who are you talking to? What?
Talking to the captain.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have our uses.
Yeah, and it seems to be running scams.
Oh God, that's right. Dark Gin is out.
You say scam, we say making a living. You know,
Opportunity.
opportunity. Yeah.
I'd
Opportunity.
check your pouch if I were you, Captain.
Which pouch?
Oh no, I'm.
I was gonna say, I
I'm-
just
No. We have no intention of running a scam on you guys. You basically saved us. So you know you're good. Don't worry.
And
about it.
Jin, we already talked about this. You've known them for half a day, but we know, that you have to get reacquainted. It's fine. They're okay for now. They're staying with us till Nicodranus. Maybe staying on longer should they choose to, but
Yeah, I also grew up around ships and traveling on ships and stuff, so I can do, the sailor job.
oh, and by the way, the Leviathan attacked their ship
Yeah.
and sank it. So that's
Then they're
that's-
lucky to be alive.
Yeah,
They were.
They
it was
have
very
something
scary.
in common.
Hmm?
They have something in
Just
common
rip-
with us. It wasn't that long ago. We were set adrift on some ship's rubble.
Wait,
That's
you
the
ran in,
Leviathan
you
attacked
ran
you
in.
guys too?
We weren't attacked by the Leviathan, no.
No, we
Hmm.
were attacked by a hurricane, but we were when we were saved by Captain Raylene. We were set adrift on just.
I see. I see.
Amazing.
Have you heard of this ship, the Leviathan? This ungodly horror that is sailing around, destroying the fleet.
No.
Yeah, it could
Jin,
almost be described as
what
a
have
hurricane.
you heard up there,
Nothing.
buddy? Really? Because you scream out its name when you pretend like you're sleeping at night because you want to feel like you fit in with the rest of the crew, even though you don't sleep. You say
I
it
don't
out
pretend to
loud
sleep at night.
when
You don't
you're having
sleep?
those awful.
What
Like,
is this
night
guy's
terrors.
deal?
He has waking dreams where he just screams out and cries all night.
He cries all night.
Yeah,
You guys
Is
don't
that
have
a
night
curse?
terrors?
I mean, we might be able to take it out. Well, no.
you can remove
You don't
curses.
sleep. How do you have night terrors?
Can you remove
I-
bad attitudes?
Am I having a bad attitude
I mean, with
right
a
now,
sword,
Captain?
yeah.
No, I was actually
I
thinking
sleep
about,
like a baby, personally. It's
citrus-
during the day I
citrus
got terrors when I try casting things and, blow shit up and darkness and all this crap. You've seen a little bit of it.
Catharn, give me a
Unfortunate.
survival check as you're maintaining course.
So really, this guy, is he dead? What is going on with this? I've never seen somebody like him before.
I step up to Grimhold and I get really close to his face. Like, do I look dead to you?
Yes.
I mean, kinda.
I mean, only in
But
his heart.
obviously you're walking around and talking to me, so I'm not sure what to make of it.
And
Then
his
trust
like
your
the
eyes. And I pat his
19.
face a little bit, and it's just ice cold. hands.
Holy shit, God, bro, you gotta put a sweater on or something because you're fucking cold as shit.
I feel quite
I
comfortable.
mean,
Good
I can't-
grief.
I mean, for you,
Yeah,
for you,
Grimhold.
Grimhold, it's almost as cold as the Floquet Alps up in the
Good God.
near the tundra.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna not ask you any more personal questions anymore, okay? I don't, like I said,
Are
I
you
don't
sure?
judge people. I just want to know who I'm dealing with, so I don't offend anybody. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that.
Is he cursed? I mean, should I try that to remove the curse? Is he cursed?
I got no
you should
idea what's going on. I've never
Probably
seen
ask
anybody
him. That
like
sounds
him.
like a personal consent thing.
It could be, yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's part of he's part of the guys that saved us, so I got nothing against him. It's just I'd never seen somebody
didn't
like
save
him
you.
before.
That was the other guy.
Eh, well, you didn't prevent everybody else from saving us, so.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he just wasn't around. It was
Daytime?
citrus, morning,
Nighttime.
AM, PM,
Daytime?
Yeah.
Nighttime. Daytime?
daytime gin.
Nighttime.
Jin, the course holds. The wind is not too bad. When you set the course for the evening, whoever's on
I
watch
set the course.
shouldn't have any problem. Or
Not me.
Catharn.
Catharn. Yeah.
For a second there, I thought Omni had put up like a photo of himself.
I know.
Because he was frozen for so long.
it's like on the movies with the security camera, just replace it
Yeah.
with a still image.
Yeah.
At least it was a good shot and not one where he was like,
Yeah.
Oh, if you watch the Twitch stream back, it's frozen up like so many times.
I know. It's hysterical.
I think it's because it's 103 degrees in the bus right now.
Oh, wow. That's warm.
Sweetie, you need an air conditioner.
Well, I mean, Cesare only weighs like 12 pounds, so he's fine.
That means he
Yeah,
dehydrates
There's
quicker.
a scale thing.
Well, no, it takes a well, maybe. I actually don't know how science works. I'm not one of those people.
Tez is just in like a. Tez is just in like 6 inches of ball sweat right now.
Chaz isn't actually wearing pants at this point.
No.
So that's not a camelback straw I see coming down from his shirt.
He hooked a fan up to Diva's tail, so he's just like giving her butt scratches, and she's just fanning him off.
I have the fan right here.
That's warm, man. Welcome to bus life.
Smells like a men's locker room in here.
Welcome to the mobile lifestyle.
Oh no, I have my my essential oil like diffuser.
What's the
Smells
scent?
like
that
lavender and
changes
vanilla
everything.
in here. Oh yeah. Those
It
things
smells
are-
like frankincense.
No, it smells like lavender and vanilla.
Patchouli.
It's awesome. All right, so welcome to the Storm Side. Now
Thank
that
you.
we've officially all been acquainted, nodding over to Jin.
I still don't have a position, by the way.
Oh, you're complaining about this now too?
I'm not really aware of what I should be doing when I'm
Cool.
here.
Medi's like leaning on the railing.
Maybe we can hash this out because we tried earlier and it didn't work out. So
Oh,
what do
wonder
you
why.
want to do on the
yeah,
ship?
somebody's really inept at their job, you know.
Yeah.
I
Talk
mean,
about
I've helped
demotions.
crew a ship before. I
helped crew a
could, I
ship?
could help. I've
You could be
helped
the
crew a
first
ship
mate.
before.
Yeah.
I could be the first mate.
Yeah, I mean, you tell us what you want to do. I mean, I actually have experience as a sailor. I left, you know, I've
let's
been
give
on the
these two
Menagerie
scam
Coast
artists
for
heavy
quite a.
officered positions on the ship, Captain.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like a
I
great
mean,
idea.
we weren't scam artists on ships. We were
Jin?
scam artists on land. So as long as we're on the ship, we're fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to scam your crew members on your ship, you know, because they get, you know, they get to know your game, and there's really nowhere to run when they're
like,
You would
rising.
right
think
above or
so,
below you.
but I've been scammed twice of my life essence, or attempted to anyway. And I stare pointedly at Medi.
Well, I mean, is that how you got dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, the first time?
No,
So you
I think
are
it was
dead.
the second time is when she got me.
Oh, okay.
This is very strange.
I'd say
I'm
away from that one, this is where I
I'm,
wanna be.
I'm stroking my necklace, which is my focus, and I'm like,
You
undead.
got the equivalent to a chin. So Jin, what do you want to do?
Nothing. I don't want to do anything.
You don't want to do anything on the ship.
No.
Okay, cool.
I want a
So
free ride.
by not giving you a title or job or position, you, in theory, do whatever you want and just.
I would do it anyway, even if you made me captain or first mate. I would just do whatever I want.
There's no gin in teamwork, yo.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. All right. So, just going on and fucking off entirely. Sweet. Sweet.
I'm up for doing whatever. I mean, again, we
be
owe
honest,
you
though.
one, and you know, that's the very least we can do. You tell me what you need me to do, and I'll do it. I have experience on boats.
Awesome. Obviously, nothing is going to go wrong heading into Nicodranus. So,
Of course not.
you know, it's just when Bagrash, Bragash or Nala or any of the other officers are yelling out orders, just hop on and we'll be just dandy.
You got it. Not a problem.
And have I ever
the-
let you down? Captain?
Oh, what?
Have I ever let you down?
You specifically?
Yeah. Sure. Me specifically.
No, not that I can recall.
I mean, Betty is leaning against the rail, and she's barely able to contain her laughter. She's just laughing at this conversation.
So unless somebody needs me, I generally am kind of in a corner. I don't have spell books to learn per se, but I'm always kind of, you know, just like, you know, like practicing I'm always practicing my magic kind of in a corner as a means to try to get a better handle on it, because it is just it is so unpredictable all the time.
Can we find a flame retardant corner for you?
that would be
on
ideal.
A wooden
Yeah,
ship? Sure.
on a wooden ship. I'll go in the hold and sit where the hay is, and just like.
You're like leaning on a bucket of pitch, and your feet are up on a hay bale, and there's a bed of rope underneath your legs as you're practicing your flame spell.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not rope. Those are all the fuses.
Yeah, but it's I'm constantly like I said, and just trying to
You sure know how to pick crew, Captain.
If there are any books that Thorvald would have had that Max had been going through, or that we have in our own little library collection, this evening Omni will do a search to see if there's anything about wild magic and ways to control it, because now there are 2 people on board that could potentially blow up at any time.
Give an investigation check as you go down to examine some of the the crates have yet to be opened as well.
While Omni's doing that,
okay,
Jason, I'll try to scry on the Leviathan.
Go for it.
I need a wisdom 17.
Investigation is +0, so it's 19.
Okay. Grimholt, you're practicing your abilities. Gatharn, you're at the helm, correct? You're going to helm until your shift change?
Yeah, and then at evening, it's training with Keth.
Okay. And Defiant, what are you doing with your evening?
I'm gonna do whatever help I need.
Okay. So you just kind of participate with the rotation of the crew roster. Omni, you don't really find anything specific on wild magic. Once again, opening up a couple of the other crates that the Hawk hadn't quite gotten to, you do come across more of Thorvald's collection of books. This particular portion of his library deals in the this part of his collection deals in a little bit more of the transmutative magic school, and a series of focal points on artificer infusions and the idea of creating arcane creatures. The second half of the portion of the crates that you search through,
I set those aside for Gromit.
Okay. You find a whole slew of books and personal writings and journals in regards to domination of will, dominate the undead, necromancy, raising the dead, utilizing necromancy effects to control the dead.
I set those aside for Jin.
Okay. Other than that, you don't really find anything on wild magic at this point, because it is just mostly the personal collection of what you guys had gathered up from Thorvald's. Jin, you find a nice little quiet corner. You spend a little time trying to scry. What's the DC on that?
17.
17.
I think I get boost if I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. The only thing your scry reveals is that it's currently not on this plane of existence.
That's unsettling.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
So eventually, late evening turns into the shift change. Gatharn, give me a strength check as you are... No, give me a dex check as you are practicing with Keth.
Just a straight dex.
Yep.
18.
Give me an
18.
intelligence check with advantage.
That's a dirty 20.
She has successfully taught you over these 5 days of the journey. As this is the conclusion of the 5th day, we're about to start the 6th day in the morning. She has taught you patient defense.
Sweet.
You now have that as a skill.
I'm gonna have to add that.
So all of you go ahead and click off your long rest. We're on the 6th day of the journey. You have 2 days left till Nicodranus. And I'm going to start doing something new because I'm tired of rolling. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch an Omni by its toe. Omni, roll a d20, please.
That didn't sound random at all.
No, it wasn't.
Rolling the metal dice, because
it's always set to land on 20.
well, when you get a 20-sided dice, it's only 20s. What do you expect?
Then it's weighted to only land on 20s.
Did it roll a 20?
Okay.
See, what did I tell you? I know a weighted dice.
I knew he wasn't wearing pants.
Wait,
I knew it.
wait, hold on. No, this is
Holy
brand
shit!
up.
Why do you have a penguin in your bus? Oh wait, that's not a penguin.
Can you see
Yeah,
that?
that looks like a 20-sider.
Yeah,
That's
Hold
real
on.
dark in
definitely
there.
looks like a
Hold on,
20-sided
hold
die.
on. Shut up.
I see it. That's a 20. I
Is that
see
a
it.
nat 1?
Yeah, it's a nat 1. So, see, this is how you rolled a nat 1. Actually, nat 20s on this die are actually pretty good. There is no bad weather. In fact, the wind on the weather gauge picks up. You guys actually gain a day in your travel.
Let's
So,
go.
On this 6th day, anything you guys want to accomplish during this travel time? Jin, daytime Jin, or nighttime Jin at this point?
No.
Okay. Omni? Oh, Sebastian is not happy.
I thought that was Omni crying over the gate.
All right.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, Omni came around the corner, stubbed his toe.
I kill it.
Little do you know, Omni has no toes.
You don't have toes?
No, it's just
kidding.
little penises on his
Okay.
feet.
That just
No wonder
is disturbing.
Jin has a foot fetish.
Actually,
Come over here and stick them in my mouth, baby.
Yeah,
That's beginning to make a little bit more sense.
yeah, it does. So yeah, on this time, or for this increased speed for this day, that's
Mhm.
great. As far as what Omni's gonna try and do, Omni's probably gonna stick more to themselves a bit for this day, getting ready and checking charts, looking up information that they could find about Nicodranus, the different shops, ports, people that are in the town. They will scry on Gronk to check in and see how Gronk is doing. They will touch base with Gromit, giving Gromit 2 more platinum to turn into rings, as just in case should these folk decide they were going to stay and be part of the crew. And when alone in the captain's quarters, would spend some time with the compass. And Gatharn has Jin attuned to the flag, right?
I did.
No,
Gatharn did. Yeah.
attuned to the flag.
Yep.
So when Gatharn takes a break, I'd call Gatharn in to try and study or like see what we can figure out as far as how, if they work together in collusion with each other, or if we could just see what else we might be able to
So we can
uncover
resolve
from-
that. We can resolve that part of it now. At some point, you and Gatharn cross paths and take a moment in the captain's quarters to discuss the nature of the compass and the flag.
So from what we've heard, as far as like what the stories and the lore is, Copper Joe was able to have ridiculous charisma and get anybody on his side. He was able to find ships anywhere at any given point, which we've kind of seen now with this, I don't even know what to call it, this ethereal projection of space representation and where these ships are, and then controlling the weather.
Omni, give me an Arcana check as you start to think about that projection.
Okay. Arcana.
Do I technically have 2 key points now?
No, you've only learned patient defense, and you can use it once per long rest.
Okay.
Can I do it with advantage since Catharn is there helping?
Yeah, because he's fairly knowledgeable of magic as well. And I'm imagining the main surveyor's table is out in the captain's quarters, and you have all of your relevant documentation out, books and journals.
It was a good thing he was there because the first one was a 1.
There you go.
The second one was a 17.
The way the two of you interpreted that sphere-like representation, it felt like an astral projection. You're beginning to understand that the compass is an anchor point, and the flag almost operates like a window or something that connects with that anchor point. And then from the perspective of astral projection, creates a kind of 3-dimensional globe-like representation of the focus of what you're thinking about, either the subject matter of the ship or any kind of naval or related matter to shipping or naval activity or certain activity that ships take on. There's more here. You feel like the power of these two relics are part of the story, and that the natural and innate magical condition of Copper Joe and how he was using these devices kind of lend towards the lore of him being the greatest pirate ever in existence during his time.
Catharn, have you heard him at all? Has he spoken to you? I mean, aside from the first time talked to him?
No.
And off that same Arcana check, I would say as you guys spend some more time talking about Copper Joe, you get the feeling that the majority of the transcendental effect that you were having within the tomb was kind of like a pre-established magical kind of both protective barrier.
A pre-recorded greeting?
Almost. I mean, like something that was designed to...
Copper Joe can't come to the phone right now.
Yeah, it was designed to either prevent tomb raiders or prevent people from approaching or entering the tomb for the most part. But it's all leading down the same path that maybe Copper Joe had some arcane nature about him as well.
Because Medi saw him and was talking to him.
So did we.
Well, we saw it at first when we were in the tomb, but she saw him on the ship.
No, we saw him after we attuned to the flag.
When he thanked you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We even asked him how it all works, and he's like, I don't know.
He's not up in here, like, right.
You don't get that feeling of sentient relationship with the spirit or the idea of what Copper Joe is. This is the relic remnants of something he was using. It's just how he was using it and the way he was using it is unknown to you.
Cool. So the laughter and voices, something to be concerned about then. Just, for Omni's keeping track of that.
Could be. I mean, relics that can punch through planes of existence and utilize the weave and magical points within a world as part of their way to view and give you insight means that they, these relics kind of like move through spaces of concern.
Oh, we're concerned. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Where's the compass pointing?
Looking down at the compass, it is currently pointing out towards Darktow.
Is that south by southeast?
It would be north by northwest as you guys are heading towards Nicodranus at this point. So you're going east by south. It's pointing north by west.
So it changed because it was pointing just out into the unknown.
Correct.
So
it was
now
pointing more towards
towards
Lucidian Sea. And as far as your common naval knowledge of Darktow, Darktow is a retrofit, a shipping yard that both the Clovis Conclave and the merchant ships would often use for emergency repairs and to maintain the greater merchant fleet as well as the greater Clovis Conclave fleet, and from time to time the smaller Dwendalian fleet that isn't quite that large as it kind of coexists alongside the Clovis Conclave. Sometimes the Zohashian fleet can be seen at sea, but very rarely. That's further up towards the Greying Lands. But for the most part, Darktow is an independent port that is utilized for its massive shipping yards to keep all these ships at sea, and to maintain these massive fleets that move in and about. Currently, the current magistrate of Darktow is heavily influenced by the Zehefe family council.
And after the rally of the troops at the island of Vidkay and then Bidwali, that's where we're assuming Thorvald's taking the fleet.
I mean, those are the ones that you knew of. I mean, chances are there could have been more. You and Gatharn, give me history checks, because this is all part of your plot and your conversation you're having in regards to what Thorvald may be doing.
I just got the camera reset. It's another nat 20.
See, I told you it's weighted. Gatharn, what'd you get?
The same.
Okay.
So that's 22 for me.
Okay.
Holy shit. Just 20 for me.
Yeah.
So as we're traveling and I'm just kind of like I'm just kind of like walking the ship and trying to not look conspicuous and listen in where I can without making it seem like it's overt eavesdropping, just to kind of get up to speed with what these people have been dealing with and to try to
give me an insight. Well, first of all, give me a deception check.
He's a spy. Kill him.
Deception is a 22.
Okay. Give me insight with advantage.
An insight with advantage is a 22.
Okay. As you begin to walk the deck of the ship and take into account the crew, you saw about 20 or 30 minutes ago that Gatharn and Omni had disappeared into the captain's quarters. The door's slightly open. Brackish is kind of leaning on the outside of the door, kind of keeping an eye on things. There's a couple things you pick up on. The pair of Goliaths seem to be husbands. Brackish and Nala seem to be very affectionate towards each other and often refer to each other as husband. It's strange. There's a hobgoblin that goes by the name of Crooked Face that seems to be working with a bugbear that goes by the name of Stitch or Bragash, depending on which conversation you overhear. You can hear the tinkering down below of a gnome who is working on these rings that Omni has been focusing on. Hey, Perfectly Techno, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Labash seems to be mostly taking the helm whenever Gatharn doesn't seem to take on the helm. Kind of meandering in and out of the cadence of the crew is the occasional, Jin working on things. You can watch as Defiant is kind of working with the crew on things. There's a pair of twin humans that look very similar to each other that seem to work within the crew as well. It's a very eclectic group of individuals. Very much, they don't seem like they should work well together, but there's a very kind of undertone to their energy and the way they kind of work with each other. There's self-deprecating humor that's going on. You kind of pick up on the different ways that they kind of talk to each other. With that role, you get the feeling that Omni is definitely the center point to this. He's built this, but he's done a good job at building people with kind of assertive personalities and assertive nature. The relationship of Jin to the rest of this feels very accidental.
Okay. so I have my my traditional dwarven prejudices, if you will, but being who I am with this magic that I can't really control, and having left the Graying Wildlands for the Menagerie Coast, because of that, I am much more open to all different types. So it doesn't take me very long to get used to kind of get a feel for the crew, and to just kind of take it as the Hobgoblin and the Goliaths and whatnot, and just kind of take it as okay, well, it's a sailing ship, and being a sailor, I'm familiar with the kind of menagerie that forms in a ship's crew. So I take this all in, and then when I get a minute with Defiant, kind of in private, I just basically relay it to her, just to kind of give her an idea of who we're dealing with and what's going on.
So at some point you get Defiant kind of caught up to date. Omni and Gatharn wrapping up your insightful conversation about what's going on. Between the two of you, you begin to realize that the historical nature of the Menagerie Coast, if what Tharivol was saying was true, the entire merchant fleet that has now become privateered fleet would number anywhere from 800 to 1,200 ships. That entire group of shipping is now outside of the realm of control. With the understanding of that, you begin to realize that Darktow has become a bit more important than it's ever been before. Darktow is now the only available port in any storm for a privateer. And that becomes a little bit kind of like focused in your conversation.
It's the opposite direction of out in the middle of nowhere, uncharted seas.
Yeah, the previous compass setting was the open Lucidian Sea, from what you can recall.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to follow the compass. It's pointing us there for some reason, because it's changing its mind. It's not following a magnetic pole.
I'm gonna focus on Darktow.
Okay. Focusing on Darktow and with your hand on the banner. Well, the banner is actually waving up on the pole. So unless you took the flag down and left a different flag in place, it's kind of up to you how you're focusing on Darktow. How are you doing that? Because right now you only ever notice the sphere effect from the magic kind of intonement of the two relics is when they were actually being utilized at the same time, with kind of like a proximity of each other.
Okay, so the sphere isn't up and around right now.
No, because the two relics aren't around each other.
I thought
the recent effect of the sphere was back when you guys were up in the crow's nest and attuning to it for the first time. It invoked that visionary condition. I believe last session, who scried on the chain? Somebody scried on the broken chain. That was Jin. And Jin, did you actually tell them that information about what you saw? About Tharivol, the Goliaths, and the Firbolgs and all of that? Okay. So once again, you've got an idea of how these two relics are supposed to work. But, all of the research, all of the energy and the insight into how you think it's supposed to work seems to be looping back into more of the behavior of Copper Joe, how Copper Joe was actually utilizing them. And maybe his innate magical ability, perhaps?
Okay, no, I was under the assumption that we had like the flag with us and we were looking at the sphere.
No, because no one said anything about the flag last time. So as far as I know, you still have it covered up on the main mast above the crow's nest.
Right.
Okay, then. Should we just real quick go and grab it?
Yeah, I'll go grab it.
Okay.
Medi! Is she up there? Medi, can you bring down the flag?
He watches a neatly folded, jammed into a burlap sack item just gets dropped down, right at Gatharn's feet.
Thanks, Medi.
Oh yeah, it's okay. You just see her feet crossed as she's whistling.
Are we on for chess tonight?
Oh, I suppose we could. Sure.
Cool.
So Grimholt, you make your way down. You find Defiant kind of busy at work with some of. Actually, you find her busy with Gromit. Gromit has a workstation built, almost like a tinkering station. He's currently working on some small alloy rings. Defiant sees you and kind of quickly comes over to where you kind of signal to her. The two of you are kind of off to the side where Gromit is kind of busily working. He holds up something and tinkers at it and then holds it up and then tinkers at it. And Defiant's just standing there watching.
So I tell her, I kind of, motion for her to kind of come out of earshot of Gromit and basically just relay, what I was able to learn in my my subtle skulking around.
Okay.
About the crew.
Do you think we can trust them?
I mean, who can you trust these days, really? But, are they any worse than anybody else? They could have left us out there to die in the draft. I mean, do I trust them?
Or they could have just killed us, yeah.
Yeah. Do I trust them? Not fully, but am I comfortable enough to travel with them for a while? Sure, why not? I mean, you and I,
Beats the sharks.
We can take care of ourselves, to a degree. I mean, if the shit goes down.
Yeah. I could always cast Water Walk.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I mean, I really don't care.
It is a long walk.
That'd be a long walk, but yeah, I mean, but to be honest, I don't really care where we go. Nicodranas, Darktow, doesn't matter to me. I mean, Darktow just gives us more of an opportunity to make some coin, you and I,
Yeah, it's just a really small island and we're limited.
Yeah, it is.
We could always catch another ship off of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, or steal a boat or something. I mean, do I trust them not to kill us and eat us in the middle of the night? Sure, but I'm still going to be looking over my shoulder.
I don't know about all of them. I don't know if I trust all of them not to eat us.
Yeah, probably not. But let's just you and I, let's just have our have each other's backs. Okay, keep an eye open and kind of go with the flow and see where things lead us.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, hey, guys, I was just actually looking for the two of you. Omni will pull out these two little bags, little pouches that have 10 platinum each in them, and give them to you guys. Should you guys stay or not, we're assuming that your possessions and everything that you owned was on that ship. This is just something to get you started on your feet, should you choose to part ways.
This is very...
I'm going to take the bag and I'm going to look inside of it. And
10 platinum. 10
extremely generous. Why? I guess is my question.
Yeah. Well, he said, all of our stuff was lost in the ship. When the ship went down. He did say that.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you. I of course, thank you.
Do you mean why be nice? Is that,
I mean, all I'm saying is
kind of like the root of the why is like, why are you being nice to us?
It feels like an honest why.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, this is most unexpected, and certainly we did not ask for it. You did more to help us off that than we did to help you out of that situation, but I'm just curious as to what you expect in return from us, if anything.
Nothing. I mean, obviously don't try and kill us in the middle of the night when we're when most of us are sleeping.
That's funny because the two of us were just talking about the same thing with you guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
See, this is I knew that there was a similar, mentality and vibe. That's
Where's this conversation taking place?
I would
Down in the common hold near the front of the ship.
I
where
would like to
Gromit keeps his little workshop.
I'd like to make an insight check just to see if Omni is like, how
So I like to imagine
sincere.
that they're having a conversation, and all Omni sees in the shadows is the reflection of Jin's gold eyes. That he was just eavesdropping in on their conversation the entire time.
amazing.
So the insight check is an 11.
Okay,
Not too great, but whatever.
and then I will roll. My persuasion was 11. Actually, sorry. I forget. That was not
Deception?
persuasion. That was performance.
Oh, performance.
So 15.
Okay, so in that case, I'm actually going to use. Oh, wait a minute. No, can't do that. That's a spell. Wait, hold on. I'm going to use Bend Luck. Nope, that's another creature. I'm going to stick with my 11.
I mean, between the conversation, it's strange. There's an actual genuine honesty to Omni's concern. But then once again, this leads towards the vibe you've picked up on the ship. Omni's created this crew. You're kind of picking up on that. This mismatch of personalities and challenged individuals that would normally, under very normal circumstances, probably never really come together so cohesively. But this genuine nature that they are giving you, you get the feeling that they are genuine about their intent. And there's almost kind of like, you also remember your previous conversation about how they were rescued by Captain Raylene and how she gave them some helpful coercion.
I mean, she gave us a job and threatened to kill us if we didn't complete it.
Good job, Wesley. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But
well,
she ended up paying us when we completed the job. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is very generous of you, and it speaks volumes about the type of person you are. I'm going to take 5 of these platinum pieces. Okay, so I don't insult you. The other 5, I'm giving back to you. When you feel I've earned it, give me the 5 back. Okay? That way, I am not completely in your debt. You get a feel for me genuinely wanting to earn my keep. And this way, it will be better for both of us. This is the way. This is the way.
You're a really good scam artist, that offer
Omni,
in and of itself was enough for you to keep the 5.
Omni, give me a history check as this conversation plays out.
History? Why intelligence things?
Because you
2.
dumb.
Wait, no. 9.
9? As
I
far
thought it
as
was
you
a
can
2,
tell,
it's a 9
this,
with a line under
as
it.
far as you can tell, this feels like a cultural thing. This
Okay.
must be a dwarf thing.
Gotcha. All right. Very well. Defiant, do you want his other 5?
Well, wait
I
a
can
second.
hold
Don't
the
give
other
it to
5
her. I want the
for
5 when I earn it, okay? I'm not a dumb shit.
I'll give
I
you.
can
I'll
hold the
give
5
you 5
for him.
more when you earn it. But
Okay.
I brought you the pouches with the amounts in it, so I'm not gonna take 5 back like with me. I'll just define. Do you want the extra 5? You can have the 5 if you don't
Jin's
want it.
eyes narrow in the
I
darkness.
could hold the 5 for him and then give it to him later.
Well, that's no fun. Why would you want to hold 5 of somebody else's? I mean, unless you're gonna charge him interest, then that makes sense.
I won't.
All right, I'll tell you what. This is getting complicated. I'll take the fucking 10, okay? But I appreciate your honesty and your trust in me, and I will earn your trust. I don't like being in somebody's debt without repaying that debt. So,
Hey, you
thank
know what?
you.
It's understandable. I understand how you feel.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the first time we've ever had like a decent amount of money, and we don't really like we're fine. We don't need it. We survive without it. We have our lives. We've made it through. So like we know other people need it and treasure it and want it and seek after it a lot. So
understood.
Anytime we have a lot of it, we give it out. We give it out.
Then how about this?
People who are good.
I will accept this gift, and I appreciate it very much. And I can't speak for Defiant, but for myself, I'll stick around with you for a while wherever you go, and see if I can pay it back. Deal?
Yep. Gift and I can stick with too, because
Yeah.
I like Grimmauld.
I mean, it sounds good to the captain, but
as long as you want us around, we'll stick around and help. I'll try not to blow up the ship.
To votes here, and since everybody is living on the ship, everybody else has a say in it as well.
Understood.
Jin steps out of the shadows at that point and puts an arm on both of them. Says, "You guys have my vote," and then he starts walking up.
Well, if that creeped me the fuck out, I gotta be honest. But if that guy, I mean, if I got that guy's vote, then you people must be okay, because he fucking freaks me out. I mean, I've seen all kinds. I've never seen a dead guy walking around who didn't want to eat your face off. So
yeah, I mean,
and then I extend my hand to Omni, like in that arm in arm warriors dwarven kind of thing.
More of a down and up gesture.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I wasn't gonna take a knee or anything. Like
Shapeshift into a dwarf. It's the polite thing to do.
I actually think that would seem kind of rude.
So you could just shift your shape so that you shrink down. You still look like you, but you're about the height of a dwarf
size.
So as this plays out on
above game, yeah, I can.
On the 6th day, a day of meeting new crewmates, of getting to know people a little bit more introspectively. As the sun sets on this final day of travel, and you will all click off your long rest. When we wake up and when we come back the next week for our next session, we will finally have reached the outskirts of the area of Nicodranas, the beginning navigation required into the bay, and then eventually the pilot ship that will come out and greet you and take you into Nicodranas. Although we will still roll a d20 next week. I believe, Brian, you have to take next week off, correct? You have.
Yeah, I'm going to be, unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town, but I'll have my guy updated on D&D Beyond. You guys, please, obviously play.
So everybody
him.
that's hanging out with us, because we're going to raid today as the kind of celebratory Sunday. And
Before we do that, did we get a visual description of their characters as far as their overall apparel, look, color, height? What is all of that? Did we get that?
So I am about 4'6", average height for a dwarf, stout, as most dwarves are. Black hair that's kind of wild, but pulled back in some braids with some silver beads. A black beard with some silver runic beads in it. I wear a breastplate, like a silver breastplate with some etching in it. And then otherwise, traveler's clothes. I've got 2 warhammers, one of which is very ornate, engraved and whatnot, and then 2 hand axes at my side.
That's code for heavily armed.
Heavily armed. Greenish eyes, dark brown complexion, and just like, again, like a generally calm demeanor, but you get the feeling like it's this like boiling lava, it's calm on the surface, but underneath there's like something that wants to bubble up that kind of mirrors the way my magic is, which is very wild and unpredictable. You get the feeling that there is somewhat of a, not necessarily conflict, but a dichotomy between traditional dwarven, warrior, physical warrior, and one that is adept at the arcane, which is rarer in dwarven society. Otherwise, that's pretty much pretty much it. Oh, I do also have an amulet that hangs down, a necklace on just a leather rope that is like a miniature iron warhammer with a small looks like a diamond set in it. And you've seen me the couple of times that you've seen me cast, I kind of clutch that and then kind of cast from my hammer, if you will.
Sick.
Defiant, quick synopsis of your minxy looking heritage.
Defiant looks like a lynx, and so does her little lynx. We have more of the snowy spotted fur, so it's lighter, and then with the dark spots. She's wearing half plate and has a long sword and a shield, and she's got a whip and a couple daggers, around as well.
So,
and yeah,
2 of our new crew. We're now up to 5. It's the most we've had so far
since the beginning.
Recently, 6
I
at
was
the
going to
beginning.
say we had Cookie.
Yeah, 6 at the beginning, eventually down to 4, now down to 3, and now back up to 5. So this is going to be a lot more fun. All right, everybody, thank you.
Cookie's alive somewhere, living a great life.
I know.
The last time we saw her, she was riding an undead T-Rex going, whee!
So everybody, thank you for coming out, hang out. We're going to raid. I like to pass the raid on, and Perfectly Techno did raid us today, so we're going to raid as well. So hang out. I think we're going to raid Stella Luna. She's a pretty amazing creator and DM. I enjoy watching her often, so hang out as we go to give her a raid, some support. Thank you all for coming out. Very important to me to share these games with everyone because your mental health is very important. Maintaining your mental health is very important, and playing games helps out a lot. So stay safe, be kind. Don't forget to play a game.
Play a
important
game.
for your mental health. It's
play with
very important.
Play with yourself. Play with
Good night,
others.
everybody.
Play with others. Come on.
Well, that's it.
Community we're trying to foster here. Play with yourself
Let's
and
go
others.
raiding. Time to go raiding.
call those
Time to go
orgies.
raiding. Let's see. Let's go say hi to Stella.
Are we live still, or are we?
Oh yeah, we always banter afterwards.
Oh, cool.
We always banter. It's fun.
Hey, you guys videoing me still? You guys, am I on video? Are we on comms? We on comms?
Your pants
Now we're
just
off.
yet.
Now we're
right?
clear.
Now we're clear.
Do not
Fuck you guys.
Do not whip out your Todger and start, flogging
Well, that
the
was-
bishop.
That was awesome. Thank you guys for including me. That was really fun.
yay!
Jason, whatever they
I
have
like Russian dwarf.
is creating live closed captions on their stream. That is a very cool effect for.
Yeah, the problem is it's not easy to do on StreamYard. You can't do it on StreamYard yet. StreamYard doesn't have a integrated. StreamYard does not have an integrated URL tool yet. I'm hoping that's coming. I'm hoping that's going to be a thing soon, but unfortunately, it is not.